seen a baby Tony?
I seen pictures of baby Tony.
I've never seen a baby Tony. That ain't Tony behind him, is it?
Tony been growing all his life.
That nigga came out of the womb at 17.
He came out at 25. Stern.
So y'all pull up over on YouTube.
Tony, is that you behind you? The baby picture?
Yeah.
That's you?
We
were just saying, I ain't never seen baby Tony ever.
Y'all pull up, Reggie.
I don't know why I'm making that face in the picture.
Pull up on your boy, man. I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.
Was that in Chicago?
Yeah. Yo, on Zoom, how do you save your name?
You click on it.
Oh, that's right. Rename.
Yeah, I can rename it, but it makes me rename it every time I do Zoom. I'm sick of doing it. I'm trying to get like a permanent name.
So you have whatever account is signed in right now. So like because it always comes in Sabrina Sif. So you have to basically log her out and then log yourself into that account. You have to have an account. You have to save your name.
I thought this was my account.
Nah, it's always coming up on her. So she must be signed in. She probably got an account too.
Because one time I changed it to Sabrina and Tony. That's the name that it always goes back to.
Yeah.
But I thought that was under my account.
I mean, if you change it to that on your account, then that's what it's going to be. It's going to always pop up as that. So you have to go in when you're not on a meeting and change it.
Well, I didn't change my name 85 times, but it always just goes back to that one.
Tony Baker, what's up, man?
What's up, Kevin Tate?
Oh, it ain't nothing to a real nigga. Good to see you with the family pics on the wall. Just a nice brother, man. You all around good guy.
You see the spread in the back?
Yeah, man. You a good guy, man.
I ain't never seen baby Tony ever. That's wild. He'll never be posting baby pictures.
Got a little young Serene up there.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't posted it in a while, but I've definitely posted them before.
That's you over there on the Mustang? That's you on the Mustang?
Nah, that's my son.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, one of your sons tall as hell.
Both of them tall. One of his sons worked at Transit.
You said what?
One of his sons works at Transit Pictures.
Which one?
One. He edits all the wording in his car.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You said Sincere?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Hey, what up, B-Lou?
What up, though?
B-Lou, what up, though?
What up, Tate?
B. Lewis.
Hey, wait.
This hella feel like a green room right here. A lot of us ain't seen each other in hella, so it hella feel like a green room right now.
These guys.
Bro, we about to hit 1,000 before 7:05. That's crazy. We had 996, 7:04.
Where you at, my boy? Hey, Tate, you in Inglewood?
Yeah, man. I'm in El Segundo.
Oh, you in El Segundo?
Yeah, man. That's my wallet.
What's up, P-Dollar?
What up, man? How you been?
Good, man. Tony Baker, get your ass in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, B-Lou?
What's up, man? My lady, man. What's up, man?
Man, I'm super excited. Oh, there we go. What's up, Godfrey?
Hey.
Green screen angle, man.
Everybody got green screen.
Huh? Sock hard, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man. I need you to say something. Yo.
Can you hear us?
Huh?
I'm saying that Godfrey can hear us. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, baby?
What up?
What's up, nigga?
What up, Godfrey, man? You brought that.
Hey, Godfrey,
Pull up.
hey, man.
What's up?
Pull up.
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
You know, man, what's good? You know, shit. Still here, bro. Fuck.
There you go.
What's up, boy?
Hey, man. First off, listen, man. Already we had 1,100 people before 10 minutes into the broadcast, man. That's
yeah, nigga. That's because I'm on the fly, nigga.
Shut your goof ass up, boy.
What's going on, man? I'm froze.
You froze, Kevin Tate. Turn your camera off and turn it back on. See if that help, bro.
Turn that Android off and back on. Here you come up. Let's get
I got an Android. Shut up.
Godfrey, you an Android user?
Yeah, Samsung, man.
I thought
man,
everybody in
y'all
New
froze
York.
me out.
I
You done
thought
brought a bad
everybody in
phone.
New York had an iPhone, bro.
No, man, fuck no.
Oh, yo, Godfrey he's live 24 hours a day.
Oh, Godfrey don't take no breaks.
Godfrey be live 24
Man,
hours
come
a
on,
day.
man.
There we go, my boy.
On Instagram. Every time I get on Instagram, he live.
Hey, man, Tony Baker, you the master of the fucking Instagram, boy. That's real shit.
Hey, you walk today?
Yo,
Oh, definitely. I walked in, went to the gym.
Why you do both? Why both?
Because I can lift at the gym.
That nigga trying to get.
Can y'all hear me, man?
Yeah,
we can hear you,
Tate. But you
it seems
frozen,
like I'm
brother.
freezing.
Yeah, so try to. Are you doing it on your computer or are you doing
Why
it on
am
your
I
phone?
frozen?
I was gonna do.
I'm on. Should I do it on my phone? I'm on my laptop. Should I do it on my phone?
You should.
Hold on one second, B. Lou. Tate, if your wireless isn't strong in your apartment, do it on your phone. Just log out right now off here from your computer, and then log back in on your phone and just do it from your phone.
I'm gonna try the computer real quick.
All right.
Yeah, you should Tate, you should leave the public library and walk to your house.
All right, let's go.
Kev's face was getting frozen in the most stern position. He was just like,
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, all them digital?
what it do, B. Lou?
What's up, man, boy?
Hey, what y'all been talking
I
about?
feel like it's gonna be a magical night, so I'm already getting my drink ready.
Ew, what, you say a magical night?
I thought it's gonna be a magical night, bro. Here's the thing, bro. When we had Leslie on, we had 4,600 on Leslie, and then we hit 50,000 subscribers. I had 50,000 subscribers. I want to say 2 nights ago, so we took a shot. So every time we hit the milestone, yeah, we take a shot, man.
Yeah, man. Well, take back magical though.
Nah, bro, magical legit.
I don't know how I felt about that.
I don't know how I felt about that.
Why can't we be magical as black men?
Hey, man, I got some beef with you here, man. I sent his ass a goddamn picture that I wanted to use. This nigga chose a chubby face, goddamn New York undercover coat.
B. Lou sent me a picture with just this part.
That's all
it's like my nigga. I can't.
Who does that?
I have nothing to work with for the flyer. No.
Featuring Brandon Lewis.
Hey man,
if I say send me a headshot, send me something that you would submit to a role. You wouldn't submit that picture to a role. I'm gonna get on Godfrey's ass too.
I would submit that to a role. I would submit that to a role.
Shut up. Well, you shouldn't. Soon as Godfrey get back here, I'm gonna get on his ass too because he got a black and white picture.
I'm sick of you. You like one of them pigs in the Caribbean that they be feeding in the water.
The pigs on the beach.
You know, that be talking with the people. That's to hear you.
Shut y'all ass up. I'm sick of both of y'all.
I had nothing else.
All right, Charles.
Tony, what you?
What's up, Tony? Man, I love you, man.
Man, we out here, man.
Tony, what you slick eating?
What was wrong with my headshot?
Oh, God. Everybody else sent a color headshot. Everybody else sent a color picture for their headshot.
Oh, I got a color version of that. I'm sorry. I do.
Am I back?
Godfrey sent me the picture that he submitted for his role in
Hey, what up, Blade? Crispy boy.
I have a color headshot of that one. Sorry. Oops.
That was your Blade picture. He was like,
hey, somebody talk to me. Am I back?
Yeah, you back, boy.
Thank you, boy. Yeah.
What up, though?
Real quick. So we got a lot of strong figures in here tonight, man. Everybody is amazing and funny and hilarious in their own sense. If you have your YouTube open, make sure you're watching it actually on Zoom because I don't want anybody to miss out on something or miss an opportunity to speak because you're not watching it in real time. The best way to kind of like keep an eye on everything is to watch it on Zoom and then just have your YouTube up behind that so you can still read the comments if you so choose to. That way we can try to keep down on talking over each other. Everybody gets heard on that. I would like to say first and foremost, thank everybody for being here, man. We had almost 2,000 viewers already, and we're not even 10 minutes until we had 1,900 viewers already live in real time. So thank y'all so much for that. I did say Wesley, not Leslie. I'm not correcting myself. Whoever said that in chat, my ass.
Wesley?
Yeah, when we had Wesley on, I meant to say Leslie on. And they catch everything. They catch everything. But I also want to give a big shout out to my boy Black Ron, because without him, we wouldn't have Godfrey on the show right now. So shout out to Black Ron, man. Super hilarious comedian, super conscious comedian. Follow that brother right now. Now let's just jump right into it, man. I always jump into it with the introductions. And then I give the rest of the spiel next. So first off, I want to welcome to the show my boy Brandon Lewis, man. This is my brother from Cobb County. His episode of Wording is Hard literally just aired yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, please go check that out. It's an amazing show. Have all my friends on, and we have a really good time.
And I won. Put that in there. It's an amazing show, and he won that episode. Put that in there.
Wait, did you win? I can't remember. Did you win?
I won, sir.
Have you ever lost?
Me? Never.
No, I mean, have you ever won, Tahir?
Yeah. I won like 3 of the episodes I just saw this past Tuesday. I
gotta see that. Some winning and losing going on. I want some of that. What the fuck?
Absolutely won on that one.
All right.
So this is my brother from Cobb County. This is actually a picture of me on the set of Yo Mama with Wilma Valderrama.
Wow.
And I was on Yo Mama, and then actually Brandon Lewis was on Yo Mama too. He won in advance, man. It was a fun time. And man, we were talking about that on Wording is Hard, how we thought we had made it when we did MTV's Yo Mama. We didn't know that nobody in Hollywood really gave a fuck about some niggas talking about Your Mama. They didn't give a shit about that, man. Me and Brandon, man, have been in the trenches together, man. That's my dog, 100 grand. That's my man, and I'm super excited to have him on the show. So shout out to Brandon Lewis. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
What's up, my boy?
Hey, man, we out here, man. We out here just living our life the best possible. Super excited to have you. Next up, we have my co-host of Damn Internet You Scary. Actor, creator, content producer, actor, heartthrob, leader of like 5 different tribes. He has at least a tribe of 60 women with his name tattooed on them at their own request. He didn't request any of it. Mr. Messy Bun himself, Patrick Cloud, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Quite an intro. Jesus, hello. A lot of that stuff was inaccurate, but I appreciate it.
No, what was inaccurate that I said, Pat?
60 women with tattoos.
Okay,
you make me sound like a cult leader or something.
I mean, Pat, but like, is that far-fetched though?
That what?
Is it that far-fetched?
Oh, okay. Oh,
far-fetched. You gotta start swallowing, bro. Like when you talk.
That was a couple fumbles.
Yeah, swift.
That was a
couple. Man, fuck all y'all, man.
Is it that 4 foot?
Next up, we have my boy Kevin Tate in the building, ladies and gentlemen. One of the funniest comedians to ever touch the stage. Just a solid ass dude, all the way from Detroit, Michigan.
That's right.
Solid as they come, bro. And one of the realest cats in the comedy scene, man. Like Kevin Tate is gonna keep it all the way funky with you every day of the week. Definitely appreciate this brother. I did his show last night, the ZWTH show, and it was a hell of a lot of fun, man. Super excited that he's actually here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all make some noise for Mr. Kevin Tate right now in the building. What's popping up, man?
What's popping? Tahir Moore, what's good with it, dog?
Tate, what up, Joe?
Yeah, man. I was on Sesame Street. Nigga, you ain't say that. You ain't give me my Sesame Street credit.
Were you?
Wait, you on Sesame Street?
You was on Sesame Street?
Hell no, nigga. I just throw something in there. Nah, nigga. I looked at me like, nigga, when you get an episode of they still booking? Nah,
I was literally wondering. I was like, how did that happen? What's that, nigga?
Nah, it's dope to be here though, bro.
Awesome, man. Super excited to have you. Next up, we have Tony Vega, man. This is my brother. We've toured many cities all across the United States and outside of the United States. The first place we went outside of the United States together was we did Tokyo, South Korea, Iwakuna, Okinawa, and like two other places, Tony.
Yeah, we was all over like Japan and Okinawa on that little run.
It was a good time, man.
Them shows was horrible.
Oh, they was trash as fuck. Godfrey, it was literally one of the shows that you take just for the money. Like, they paying how much?
It sounds extravagant because we was in Japan. Y'all was in Japan. Them shows was horrible.
Why?
Oh, it was like one good one.
What the people? Was it the people?
We were performing for Marines, so it was just.
Oh yeah, that's the word.
The show set up. We just be in a rec room. One time I was on stage, the back side door was open. Somebody just busted the door open from the field. I was like, oh, yo.
Bro, we were at a show and these soldiers literally started chanting, "Suck that dick, suck that dick." That was a real thing in real life.
Why to guys though?
So here's what happened. I was performing.
Damn.
I was performing, right? I was like, gas in LA is high, boom, 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 one of those type of jokes. And one of the soldiers was like, "It's high enough to suck dick for." I was like, "Sir, nothing is that high to suck dick for." And then they started chanting, "Suck that dick," right after that.
Wow.
Here's the crazy thing. I was 5 minutes into my set and still had 15 more minutes to go.
God damn it.
And then you stopped and got it off? Or like what?
No, I calmed them down and I finished the rest of my set, bro. I had to make that bread.
Did you have to make a promise to him for him to calm down? Did you have
hey, yo, fuck you, Tate.
Did you tell him? Did you tell him later? Did you tell him, yo, not right now?
No, son.
Did you bargain with him?
Pause on that shit, son.
That's why you said magical. Now it's making sense. This nigga said we're gonna have a magical night.
Yo, Tahir got a tattoo when we was in Japan as well.
On his lower back.
You say what? Oh yeah, I got a tattoo.
He got a tattoo when we was out there.
I live life in Japan, man. I was fully immersed in the culture. That was the jet like tattoo I got on my arm.
No, nah, he got a lotus flower on his ankle.
little dragon on his back. A real tiny one in the small of his back.
Small.
Whenever you say the small of, it makes it that much more worse.
Small of the back. I picture Tahir with a nightgown on when you say small of the back. A red one with a pearl necklace and some champagne, talking to James Bond in the corner.
I hate all of y'all right now. I'm just saying that.
Tahir got a tattoo of the guns from Romeo and Juliet that they was fighting over the Monica.
The gun where you can see the bullets through the hand.
Yeah, when you seeing them out, that's what he got.
I'm sick of all of y'all already. I'm about to end this shit.
God damn.
Tattoos.
Last but definitely not least, man, we have Godfrey in the house, ladies and gentlemen. One of the comedian greats, been holding it down for years. I've been looking for this picture that I literally took on the streets of New York with you. This was like 2008. That's how I mean, over 10 years ago, and it was randomly. I saw you. I was like, yo, I think that's Godfrey. And this is when I wasn't even in comedy hard body. I was just a fan of it heavy and saw you in the streets of New York in 2008 and grabbed a picture with you. And I'm still looking for it. I'm gonna find that joint. But yeah, man, you've you've inspired a lot of people. Your comedy styles are unparalleled. The impersonations are phenomenal. And man, we just appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man. I watched all you guys, the way y'all are. I like the way you all actually work with each other. Shit, you're not from my era. Shit, you motherfuckers, like, you guys actually, like, when I started getting into social media with King Batch and Rennie and D Storm and all those cats, I was like, wow, y'all actually want each other to eat. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because y'all era was like fucking Kobe Bryant. Like, nigga, y'all ain't passing shit.
We didn't give a fuck. I come from Jordan era. I'm from Chicago. Me and Tony from Chicago. We come from there's no I in team. That bullshit. You know what I mean? It's a me. And you all actually, I'm not saying that you all don't, there ain't no rivalries, but I noticed y'all all build each other, man. That shit is dope, man. God damn it. It's black comedians. I'm not talking about the white ones. They're always gonna build each other.
Yeah.
But to see y'all black men, and we gotta build up black women too in the comedy game too, for real. Because they're left out like a motherfucker. And it's up to us to bring them into the fray. We need to really, like, from this COVID shit, I said, I know the answer. We got it. We all got to start to build each other, man. Fuck all that shit. Seriously. I mean, I don't want to sound corny, but I'm saying.
No.
I fuck with it.
We talk about all that shit.
We need to build each other because right now, white guilt is at its highest. We have to take advantage.
That's an element. That's an incentive for your ass, ain't it?
Hey, but check this out, Godfrey. Godfrey, I got one request before we close out tonight.
Yes,
I need to hear the Steve Harvey. Not right now, but before the night's over, I need Steve Harvey. That shit was so goddamn funny.
You know what's so funny? Sorry. You know what's so funny is like I didn't even realize that no one else was doing Steve Harvey. I just fucked around. I said, I kind of got him, but I do the Family Feud Steve Harvey. You know, there's versions. So I said, let me do that one. It was off the fly. I wake up the next morning, niggas like, yo, shit is, that's Steve Harvey shit. I said, wait, motherfuckers like that shit?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
And then it got to Steve Harvey, and he sent me a text. He said, oh, that was funny, blah, blah. You know, you got to come sit with us, maybe talk about doing something. And I was like, shit, okay, I didn't, that shit. I don't know why or where. And he points with his hands. Why? Your ass, he does that with his hands all the time. I didn't. Because you know when you're on the road, you all know when you're on the road, they show like a whole hour of Family Feud. So I just watch it, you know, around 6 o'clock. Why not? Steve Harvey. So I was like, God damn. I started fucking with that laugh. I said, that's Family Feud Steve Harvey. I don't know calm Steve Harvey. I just know. So yeah, I'm glad that shit went viral. Fuck
it. Godfrey, you mentioned something when we first started, man, about how we all support each other, man. Like Patrick and I met on at All Digital, so we built a friendship and a business partnership from there. Of course, I'm in the trenches with Tony Baker, Kev Tate, and Brandon Lewis, so we all kind of help each other, throw each other on each other's shows. Tony Baker had a crew that he was rolling with, and Brandon Lewis was in that crew. I'm from the Midwest, and Kevin Tate's from the Midwest, man. So we just all kind of throw each other love. We recognize that strength numbers, we also don't have, like, comedy doesn't have like a SAG. We don't have a union. We don't have any representation. So if we're not looking out for each other, we got nobody looking out for us. So what's the major difference from now and from when you were like first coming up in the game?
Okay, well, 90s comedy was like, that was Def Jam, you know, the people you were looking up to was like, I came up in Chicago under Bernie Mac, took me under his wing, you know, Bernie Mac, and you're watching DL, you're watching Cedric coming from St. Louis, you watch it was Mike Epps, it was who else? Me and Deion Cole started the same night practically in Chicago. Oh, shit. Yeah, right. Me and Deion Cole, we started amateur night, Damon Williams, and it was like, there was a rank and file back then. You know what I'm saying? There was a respect thing. Like when we would see Steve Harvey, you know, coming from Dallas and Cleveland, we was Mark Curry, Ricky Howard. Man, it was the lineup was crazy. Michael Collier, I mean, everybody was beasting. Like, I'm for real. And you know, when we was around Bernie, he had already been doing comedy about 15 years already. You know what I'm saying? So the difference was, you know, there wasn't no social media, first off. Yeah. Unless you got on TV. Def Comedy Jam was so hot at that time. You know, there was cats that weren't even real comedians just doing a quick 7 minutes and getting on. You know what I'm saying? It was that. And I'm in Chicago. We're like, fuck, man. We had Kenny Howell, was one of the first guys to get on Def Comedy Jam. Then Bernie Mac got on that shit. Then Bernie Mac got on it twice when he said, I ain't afraid of you motherfuckers. That was his second time on there. And that was like, it was like you had to get on a TV show to get recognition. And, you know, black people weren't really on TV. Like there was evening at the Improvs, and it was, maybe you would see Robert Townsend, maybe Damon Wayans, maybe you would see George Wallace here and there, or something waiting on Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, but it's not the way it is now. Social media, at least with social media, you got so many platforms to show your stand-up shit. So you had to just go on the road, you know, try to get on a TV show. You know, you had In Living Color. You know, you could go to, if you were not on In Living Color, where else would you go? So Def Jam kind of opened that door for black comedy. You know what I mean? Even though black comedy's been around since the fucking 30s. If you all, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna give you all a book to read. I think every black comedian should read this shit. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
It's called On the Real Side, okay? On the Real Side, Laughing, Lying, and Signifying. The History of African-American Humor from Slavery to Richard Pryor.
Shit.
It's a fantastic, I read it in college, and it is by Mel Watkins. And yeah, Slavery to Richard Pryor, it is the Bible of Black comedy. You should read it, and you should read about what we went through as comedians back in the day. There was a time where it was illegal to do stand-up by yourself. You had to wear blackface, and you had to be in a team and talk in dialogue. You could not do comedy by
You were black, you had to wear blackface? Black people wear blackface?
People as light as you, bro, and lighter. There was a brother by the name of Burt Williams. He was the first Black comedian ever televised. He was like a mime. He wanted to be like a Charlie Chaplin. Look up Burt Williams. There's a book on Burt Williams, America's first Black star. He was Caribbean. He was lighter than you, and he had to wear blackface. Blackface. You know what I mean? So he had to wear blackface, and it was, you had to wear cork on your face. You had to wear it. There was no, or you weren't going to work. You understand? You weren't going to work, and you wouldn't, after you performed, you weren't even allowed to eat in those areas. You had to go somewhere that is Black owned or whatever.
Right.
Or they would kill you or whatever.
That's crazy. All right, well, real quick, Godfrey, let me stop you real quick.
Wait, I want to know if there were slave comedians.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish answering questions real quick. I just want to let the people know.
What the fuck?
This is another episode of Zooming with the Homies. I don't have this behind a paywall because I know everybody do something, but I want you to be able to get the laugh. Most importantly, I want you to be able to get gems. And all I ask is that you take care of my guests. If you got it to give, please, please, please support my guests. All of them are comedians and content creators, and we're not able to hit the road like we used to. So at this time, I'm going to ask all my guests to change your names to your Cash App handle. And if my people have it to give, they're going to give it to you. They're going to bless you with a little something for the night for coming and pulling up, man. And it's just my way of saying thank you, and it's their way of saying thank you as well. So, Godfrey, I can change yours for you since you're on your phone.
Yeah. Is it Venmo, and Cash App is Godfrey Comedian, and PayPal is godfreycomedian@gmail.com. So it's all free.
He gave all of them.
Hell yeah, because sometimes people will go, you don't got PayPal, you ain't got Venmo, you ain't got
That is true. Especially people out of the country. Like, I think Canada doesn't have Cash App, so they have to do Venmo and Cash.
Right.
Whatever you want.
Anytime it's a .com on the end, it's too goddamn much, man. It's .com. Like, ain't nobody sending nothing in a .com, man. Only
So real quick, man. Pat, I know you wanted to ask some questions. I go ahead and ask it. Go ahead and ask your.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, there were slave comedians?
I mean, no, it's not slave comedians, but it was just Jim Crow. This is the Jim Crow era. This is after slavery, post-slavery. I'm sure there was, but it comes from slavery because of what we went through. We always had to laugh laugh our way out of oppression. That's why it says slavery to Richard Pryor, because it talks about post Reconstruction, the whole time. And then it talks about the Toba circuit was the first Hitler circuit with Stephen Fetchit, Mantan Moreland. It was Moms Mabley. It was Red. It was all of the motherfuckers came from the Toba circuit, where they had, it was chitlin shit. That's where the shit came from in America. But I live in New York City, and in early 1900s, man, it was in all the cities. You had to wear blackface, man, and you had to talk with that fucked up English, the whole nine, until around 1950 something. Timmy Rogers, a Black comedian, was like, fuck blackface. I'm wearing a suit. And I'm not wearing no goddamn blackface. And that's when it kind of changed. Pigmeat Mark and all those dudes kept wearing blackface. And this brother by the name of Timmy Rogers he's like, I'm not doing that shit. And that's when Red Fox was coming around. LaWanda Page, who played Aunt Esther. All of these people started coming around and changing. They were not wearing blackface. They were just coming with vulgar shit and talking shit. Then that brought on Dick Gregory, who was more political. Dick Gregory, Godfrey Cambridge. It was Godfrey Cambridge. There was all of these different kind of political comedians coming around. You know what I mean? So then you had Cosby, which is a shame to see what has happened to Cosby, but that motherfucker was a game changer. Bill Cosby. Yeah, there was Cosby. There was a lot of different, even when you watch Sanford and Son. Oh, shit. Look at that. God damn.
Oh,
wow.
2008.
Wow.
I see you on the left.
Why you had your hand over your nose?
That's you?
I was doing the mustache. I had just got the mustache, so I was showing the mustache when I did that.
I thought that was a fat Asian woman.
Get your harmless ass. I'm so sick of your shit, man.
Hey, what's the story? Hey, what's the story behind the mustache on your hand? Like, you thought that was the shit? You thought that was
Ain't no story, man. All his tattoos are bullshit. That's the story.
But you thought that was gonna catch? You thought like, ooh, nigga, that nigga was like.
He has 2 guns on his lower back, on the smalls of his back. He has 2 pistols.
That's because he wouldn't shoot any nigga that break his heart.
No.
I'm so sick of y'all shit already, bro.
Yeah, man.
Tony Baker, you're one of the upperclassmen in our class as far as like I want to say experience and definitely age. A lot of people look at you like a big brother and somewhat of a leader in the class, man. How do you feel about what comedy is right now as far as blacks in the mainstream?
In the mainstream? What you mean by mainstream? Like
in regards to like the main clubs, outside of black-owned clubs, like blacks on main shows outside of the Black Night.
You know what? Traveling across the country to different clubs, depending on the market, you'll see mad black comedians. Like at the Funny Bone or the Cleveland Improv, it'd be black comedian after black comedian after black comedian. So like, and then in the city where they might have 2 comedy clubs, you'll see one comedy club, they fuck with the black comedians heavy, back to back to back. Then the other club, it'd be like the white comedians, and they'll sprinkle in a crossover black comedian in the little lineup. But a lot of these comedy clubs know that black folks, we come out for the black comedians. So they be like, let's get people in here that can feel the seat. They know the strength of black comedy.
Yeah.
And you can tell some of the other comedy clubs are still trying to hold on to,
It's that white, it's not to be mean or nothing. I'm not calling anybody out in specific, but a lot of them want to hold on to that white supremacy bullshit through comedy, which is hilarious because they just use exclusion. A lot of times, it's like sports. The only thing white folks could do was exclude us. They would never play on an even playing field. And once we got in, you saw what happened. That's what would happen with comedy. Because let's be real. When anybody names the legends in comedy, they're all black, really. Pryor, Cosby, you just keep naming them. And maybe Carlin. I got Carlin on my t-shirt. But George Carlin is like the Eminem of the, you know what I mean? He's the one we fuck with. But if you name the legends of comedy, pound for pound, the black ones come first. You know what I mean? And, but they don't, as far as ownership, it's like the black quarterback. They want us there, but they're still trying to hold on to that position because it's a power position, because if a lot of times these white audiences, they want to see black comics, man. They want to see that shit. They want, because we kill in mixed audiences. We just funny. We just happen to be black. We don't, not every black comic is doing dick shit. We do a lot of smart shit. Tony Baker is an example of that, who does really smart, clever ass shit. Like some
15 minutes on coleslaw.
Yeah, man, it's fantastic. But on some real shit, Tony, his shit is fantastic. Like shit that you go, yeah, man. He talks about like the Catholic thing with thing. I was in Catholic school. It's like he talks about shit that black people have gone through, not just that same lane of, you know what I'm talking about, the black comedy. I come from that 90s shit. Ladies, if your man, that shit, you know what I mean? Listen, that is a hack. That's a hack thing in black comedy. Ladies, if your man, that's a hack move. I know hacky black. I know hack black. There's hack black shit.
Hacky black.
Hack black.
I know hacky black. And
here's
the thing too.
They hit the stage with that line. Ladies, if your man, just out the gate.
But the good thing about it too, now, I think personally, this is my personal opinion, that urban comedy was harder back then. Man, in the night, fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Them 90, we had rooms. I can't even believe we did comedy in these rooms. God damn. Motherfucker, it was so, man, listen, it was, we had to, there were times you didn't get your money, dude. They'd be like, nah, we ain't got it. We'd be like, all right, we got wings. We got wings and drinks.
Wings and drinks. Yeah.
Hey,
and you ain't fighting nobody. They kill your ass. You be like, well, but don't nah, man, we short, dog. But we got wings and shit. Oh, okay.
Damn, you got paid in wings before?
Wings and shit.
Listen,
that has happened up until probably the last 2 years, man. Like people paying comics and food and drink tickets and all of that. Especially out in LA. Like, here's the thing, in New York, I did a run in New York on some random stuff. I did Smokey's Room.
You did the Tina Graham?
I didn't do Tina Graham. What's the guy who got the diner?
Lindenwood. You talking about? Yeah, I know you're talking about, man. Linden.
You talking about did you do the Confuego?
No, he's talking about my man in the Bronx. I think over there. He over there at Lindenwood. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Lindenwood Diner. I did what's the name? What is that? Tasty Island or Island Taste? That shit is different.
Motherfuckers be just walking around. Hey, they just be walking around in there, bro. They walk. I'm talking about for real, bro.
Bro, Island Taste is like doing comedy strip club, bro. Like they don't care. Nothing ain't no age. You literally are walking through the restaurant trying to tell jokes to people, bro. And hope they listen to you. It's hard. But the thing is, in the night in New York, you can make $200, $300.
You can make you make mad though in that bitch.
So did you bomb?
Oh, I the first 10 killed them. The last 5 ate it hard. Because here's the thing, they're all islanders. Like, and unless you speak it in the island language, they ain't really fucking with you, bro. They don't care how funny you are. You have to be an islander to really get them. And they don't do shit.
And you gotta be over 6 feet, because it be motherfuckers just walking around taller than you while you talking and shit. Like, and it's on the floor. And when a tall motherfucker walk by you, they throw you off. Like, no, excuse me, bro. No, excuse me. Go ahead, nigga. It'd be like that in there, bro. It'd be like.
Did you see the 25th anniversary of Def Jam thing? Did you all ever see that?
Yeah. We were there. We were there.
Oh, you were there?
I was there.
Yeah. Remember when they brought
Hold on. I was supposed to be there to Kev on stage. I hope you listening, you bald-headed fat.
What'd he do?
What happened?
He switched me out last minute, man, for somebody else, man.
Whoa.
Feel this pain. I wanted to be there. But go ahead, Godfrey.
Who was it? Who did he switch you out for?
He switched me out for his stomach.
I think Cheryl Underwood brought up the Peppermint Lounge. She had said, y'all remember the Peppermint Lounge? And everyone was like, yeah, the Peppermint Lounge. She brought that up, where you had to audition for Bob Sumner, and the Peppermint Lounge was in East Orange, New Jersey. I did that motherfucker 10 times. Ooh. That shit was the worst room it was like 500 ghetto ass motherfuckers.
500?
Man, it was 500, like 500, yeah. And what's worse, Bill Bellamy was hosting the shit. If you bomb, he shit on you while you and everybody was like, take the 95 expressway and get the fuck. No, I'm not even bullshitting you. And what was fucked up, it was a strip joint. And when you got on stage, there was a mirror, so it looked like there were more motherfuckers in there. Dude, it was some, and when you always got a date. My manager would say, they gave you a date, you got the Peppermint Lounge May 15th. It'd be January. You thinking about that one gig for fucking 5 months. And you tell other dudes like Franz, if you know Franz Cassius and all the motherfuckers, you be like, yo, when you got your date, man, I'm May 15th. Fuck, man. I gotta do that shit in 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It was rooms like that with Talent. If you guys know Talent.
Oh yeah, you know, funny, man.
Yeah. You know, Drew Frazier, all those kids. Talent had a bunch of rooms. Man, he had a room it was called the Manhattan Proper. And I was there with a suitcase. Tony Woods let me stay at his spot, but I had a suitcase. I had to wait for Tony Woods to get to his apartment, but I had to do this gig on Linden Boulevard, like Tribe Called Quest was describing. You know, I'm coming from Chicago going, oh, it's Linden Boulevard.
It's the Boulevard of Linden.
Yeah, the Boulevard of Linden. And so I was like, yo, son, I'm here. I come in with a suitcase. Talent is on stage. He sees me. I'm trying to get by with my suitcase. He goes, this nigga here. Fucking tore my ass up. Didn't know I was on the show. But I get on the show. There's people watching TV. Niggas rolling dice. It was those, man. That was those kind of rooms. Those rooms were crazy. But if
how much time you had to do? How much time you had to do?
You do about 15, but it was
that's a long time.
But it was 10, 15. But you know what though? When you murdered, it was bananas. You started to get used to the shit. You know what I mean? You just come in there. What up, y'all? Who likes to fuck?
Out the gate.
Right off the dribble.
No segue. No segue. Woo! Luther, that motherfucker. You didn't have no segues. You just went in.
Hey, but that's why. But I guess that's kind of why. Like a lot of 90 comedians, y'all strong. Like y'all strong as fuck.
Yeah. Oh
y'all
yeah.
Strong as fuck.
We had to go up. Bernie Mac. When Bernie Mac was doing his nights, it was me, Dion, Corey Holcomb. I brought Corey into the comedy game.
Oh, damn.
Corey Holcomb used to play basketball with my brother. He worked at a grocery store with my brother. We all were grocery store guys. And so I started doing comedy like maybe a year before Corey Holcomb. And one day I said, Corey, you got to come. And I've known Corey since I was 16. Corey is he was a phenomenal basketball player. Like
I heard about that. I heard.
It's vertical. No joke. That nigga was cold as fuck. And I said, yo, he stopped playing basketball. I said, man, you need to come do comedy, Corey, for real, man. He goes, man, I've been thinking about that, but I'm scared, dog. I was like, nah, you need to come do this shit. I'm telling you, man, you're so fucking twisted. Your shit will be dope. All you got to do is shit your pants for about 2 years, and then you're going to be good to go. And I brought him to amateur night. It was a Wednesday, and Damon Williams put him up. And that was the end of the story. Corey's first joke was a Sesame Street joke. Funny that you said Sesame Street. His first joke was, is Big Bird fucking Snuffleupagus? And he killed. He killed.
I can do that.
And then from there, that was it, man. You know what I mean?
Tate, you from the Midwest, man. That Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit area, man. Got some of the toughest rooms I've ever experienced in my life, man. What was one of your toughest experience in the Detroit club?
Well, to keep it 100, man, I only was doing comedy in Detroit. I was sneaking on stage like once or twice. I really didn't get into comedy for real till I moved to LA. But I will tell you, they had Coco's House of Comedy. So me and my cousin used to get fucked up. We would both drink 40 ounces, right? And I tell him, he's like, yo, I'm going, it's called. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna get fucked up. We would park on the side of the building. I would go up in that motherfucker and you had to sign up. And if you ain't funny in there, they shake their keys and shit. Everybody in the room starts shaking their keys. And I done already scoped the room out though. Like, okay, came back, bro. I had 2 jokes, bro. I told my cousin, look, bro, if they start ringing the keys, bro, act like you going to the bathroom, bro. I know how to get off stage. Hey, listen, I did it twice, bro. I only did comedy in Detroit 2 times, bro. I did it once there. As soon as I heard a key, I got off the stage, and they wasn't even booing me. The homie was getting ready to leave and shit.
Yeah.
And I got off stage. The motherfucker wasn't even. The nigga was getting ready to go. I heard a key. I got the fuck out of there. I said, we out. Right?
Yeah. That's funny as fuck. Detroit had some funny motherfuckers like Mike Bonner, Tony Brown, Tony Roney, motherfucking Bell. We had Spanky. I know all them motherfuckers. Yeah, I know all of them. And what's funny is like when Bernie and George, if you guys met George Wilborn.
Yeah, of course. I met George, yeah.
Man, you talk about the coldest MC and motherfucker, George and Bernie, dog.
Listen.
And they would kill so hard, dude, that you got up on stage and niggas were still laughing. They were still laughing from there.
The crazy part. Go ahead.
A lot of people don't realize that hosting is a completely different skill than just doing jokes. Like a host can be a great comedian, but a great comedian doesn't necessarily translate to a great host.
That's right.
You get comedians up there that don't realize, like, as a host, I know up top is my job to set the tone. So all the comic has to do is come up and knock them down. But a lot of comics who aren't hosts or naturally hosts want to do a 15-minute set in between every comment. It's like, my nigga, like, let us go home. The audience is tired. I'm tired. I just want to do these jokes and get the fuck up out of here.
That's why a lot of our shows run so late, because here's the difference between the black MCs and the mainstream MCs. Black MCs, it's all about the MC. It's about him. It's about his show. Like talent, he ain't gonna do the show unless he's murdering. It's all because if you kill, like say, give it up for my man Tony Baker. And he goes like this. Yeah, take the mic off the stand. Yeah. But anyway, you gonna come in my house? Fuck that. Like it's an ego stroke, man. Black MCs, it's like they come in, it's about them. But it's like you said, MCing is about setting the tone and making it good for the next man, and next man, and next man. But some black comedians, like back in the day, they wanted to make it hard for you. They go, I'm gonna tear this bitch down and then bring your ass up.
Why do y'all think stand-up comedians be assholes so much? Like they on stage, they're like the most likable people ever, but it seems like a lot of them get off stage and they're like, yeah, bitch, you
unstable.
Yeah, because this shit kind of like boxing. It's kind of like boxing as far as the confidence.
That's me though. I get off stage.
You know what I'm saying?
When I get off the stage, bro, I'm in a straight rage, bro, and for about 2 minutes, bro, of breathing. But I think motherfuckers is unstable. I think comedians overall, you got just like motherfuckers is unstable to some degree, bro. All this shit, because every night you jumping in front of a bullet every night getting up there. Because it's not in the bag, no matter how good you are, it ain't in the bag. You feel me? Yeah. So we jump in front of that every night, a higher and fire. So Detroit was a blur for me. So it was LA when I started.
I think it's also like, Pat, to speak to what your question, like it's a different type of rush that you get when you're on that stage and you're getting that feedback from that audience, man. Yeah. Like I've been drunk, I've been high, and like none of those compare. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in the sense of highs and like just like that feeling of euphoria, it's a different type of feeling, and it's a natural feeling when you get that from the audience. And it's like you don't know what a person's been going through, so that feeling that you get from the audience, that reassurance of being funny, that reassurance of being important, that reassurance of mattering, is different from anything else you've ever experienced in your life. And some people are addicted to it. So they know other people on the show, but they like, I need that. I need 6 more minutes of laughter before I can bring this next thing up, because I just need that shit.
But then why be hostile if you just killed?
Anger. Well, comedians are
It's
angry.
not anger.
We're angry people, man. We're narcissistic. We're fucked up. To be performing in front of people, there's a fucked upness about us. Let's be real. Some people are like when we look at Trump, you go, that's a narcissistic motherfucker. Well, I am too, but I'm not as extreme. But we all extreme. We're all very competitive. That's the truth. Thanks. Jealousy happens. Oh man, why they give to that nigga? I mean, everyone does that. Everyone gets mad. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the comedy is, we're angry. Everybody's angry. Even Seinfeld. I'm gonna tell you. I did that the documentary Comedian with Seinfeld, and Seinfeld told me, he said, man, I'm always annoyed by shit. Always. I'm always mad at shit. Like, but that's what keeps us all funny. We're mad at shit. We're really mad. It's the truth. I'm always like annoyed at some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing about the comedy game, you know, it's changed a lot, I guess, but the foundation never changes. I don't give a fuck. Someone told me I was arguing with one of these comedians younger than me at this Comedy Cellar. They were like, nah, one day one of these young comics they're gonna be able to get comedy quicker. I said, no, they're not. Fuck are you talking about? You just because you get on a sitcom quick don't mean your comedy is good, bro. The stand-up comedy shit, the work ethic don't change. I don't give a fuck. It never changes. You have to do a lot of stage time. You have to do your 10,000 hours. Seinfeld told me, whatever your year is in comedy is your age in comedy. I never forgot that. If you're 10 years, you're a 10-year-old. If you're 9 years, you're a 9-year-old. If you're 20 years, you're a 20-year-old. He said that will keep you level in this art form. I was like, word.
Brandon, you come from Atlanta, man. Atlanta got a lot of hard rooms too, and they got a lot of small rooms. I remember when they had everything over there on Peter Street, and Tappas 255. It was one of the rooms, but one of the most iconic rooms was Uptown. And when Tate was talking about them shaking their keys, I know that was a signature move at Uptown because I saw it being done in the comic, especially on Sunday nights when Shorty was hosting. And that was the night where like the drug dealers took the night off and all the strippers took the night off. And they was up in that motherfucker. And it was hard to command the room. How was Atlanta comedy scene when you were coming up?
Oh, that Shawty room, his wasn't the hardest. I started on Lil Duval night. Lil Duval used to have a night, it was called Grand Hustle Night because Lil Duval was basically got put on by T.I. So he used to host a night. This is when Duval was actually bigger. Well, I mean, he's always been big, but like Duval been the man for a long time. Like on the South Side, on the chilling circuit, like Lil Duval been like he been on. But he used to have a night, and my first time doing comedy was Griff. Y'all know comedian Griff?
Yeah, Griff.
Yeah, Griff. Yeah, Griff used to have a night. It was for the mature audience. It was on a Wednesday, and this was right after Yo Mama. So like after I won Yo Mama, and then I lost the episode, my boy was like, "Man, you should do comedy." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, nigga, you should do comedy, nigga." So he was like, "Yeah, man, like write something." So I wrote up a little bullshit ass story, and then I went to perform at an open mic. I did good at the open mic, and then I went to Uptown on a Wednesday. I did good. And then Griff was like, "Okay, youngster." He was like, "You should come back next week and do the crowd your age." And I was like, "Okay." And then as I was walking away, he was like, he was like, "Hey," and I turned around. He was like, "They boo," and then they're like, the nigga just like disappeared after that. But mind you, I'm thinking like they boo. I'm like, nigga, I just ripped in my mind like they not gonna boo me. So okay. So cut to the following Tuesday. It's called Grand Hustle Night. Now this is like where everybody in Atlanta, T.I., the whole Grand Hustle there, packed house, right? So I'm 2 weeks in the comedy with a manager. I got a manager, right? So me and my homeboy Kelvin, shout out to my homeboy Kelvin, we go in, right? And he politicking.
Wait. This nigga say he was 2 weeks in the comedy. He had a manager.
That's what I was laughing
at. To Hollywood.
Listen, that's real shit. Cause you think you finna blow up after your mama, and then you just ripped at the comedy club.
You gotta do it correctly, man.
You don't realize you got so much shit to learn before you start giving the motherfucker half of your $10. That's real shit, though. Go ahead, B. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
So I got my manager, me and my boy Kevin. I'm talking about packed Uptown. This is Uptown on Spring Street. Packed, nigga, right? T.I. just walk in. So it's like packed. The show ain't started. And so Duval just walking around, you know what I'm saying? He the host. Lil Duval the host. He just walking around, you know, politicking. So my homeboy seen him. He was like, "Hey, man." And now mind you, this is a manager and me, and I'm not talking, but I'm right next to the nigga. I'm right next. It's us three talking, but I ain't saying shit. I'm right next to Duval. So he like, "Hey man, put my boy on. He funny as shit." He like, "Put my boy on. He funny as shit." Brandon Lewis. He like, "Put him on. So the Duval like, "Man, I don't know, man. The show, it's a lot of comedians, man." He like, "Come on, bro." He's like, "I'll pay you what I gotta do." He was like, "Man, calm down." And he politicking. So then Lil Duval was like, "All right, nigga, like write his name down. And then if I get to him, you know, I'll put him up, right?" So the show start, packed house.
Yeah,
the whole Grand Hustle there, and like the stage of Uptown is like it got a VIP section that's basically on the stage.
On the stage,
right? So like this is a make or break night for me. Like if I rip, nigga, I just ripped in front of T.I. everybody.
You out of here.
So Lil Duval go on. And Lil Duval couldn't even handle his own crowd, but he wasn't bombing. But like they didn't really, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of rich niggas in there, a bunch of street niggas. They not, you know what I'm saying? They listening, but they not listening. So Lil Duval, he was having a hard time a little bit, like trying to get them together. So he was like, mid joke. He was like, "All right, man, fuck it, we gonna get the show started."
Shit.
He was like, this first nigga coming to the stage, man, he been right. He was like, "Man, what's his name?" He went in his pocket. He was like, "Y'all give it up for Brandon Lewis." Now, I don't know if y'all know about Uptown, but it's a long ass walk to the stage.
Yeah.
It's a long ass walk to the stage, right? So,
dead man walking.
Right. So I walk, and you know, I grab the mic. I'm like, "What's up, everybody?" Nothing, right? So I'm like, they be carjacking in Atlanta. Then, if y'all know, like, boom, that shit contagious. Like, as soon as you say boom, everybody else be like, hell yeah. Like, so.
Wait, that was it? That you said one thing, they be carjacking in Atlanta?
I was like, they be carjacking in Atlanta, and then the nigga was like, boo.
What?
Right?
That was just the setup.
And then I was like, yeah, man, they be carjacking. You gotta watch yourself. And then somebody's like, man, get this nigga off the stage. Like, right?
They didn't give you a chance.
Look, bro, look, dog, it's not over, bro. Look. So they booed my ass. So I'm like, all right, man, that's been my time, right? Put it up. And now me and Duval, like, we gotta walk past each other, right? So he come back on stage, they boo, they was like, boo, nigga, like, boo. So then they play the music, whatever. We walk past each other, right? So I'm like, fuck, if you ever bought as a comedian, that shit is devastating. It's like, nigga, I want to quit, right? So I walk up, so little Duval get the mic. He was like, hey man, he's like, man, y'all, hold on, man, y'all take it easy on him, man. Hey, matter of fact, Brandon, come back to the stage. Come back. He's like, come back to the stage. Come back to the stage. Now, I walk back up to the stage. Now I'm standing next to this nigga like a charity case, right? So he like, Lil Duval like, y'all know what to do? Then the DJ was like, then everybody was like, kill yourself. Gunshots, nigga. Gunshots come off. The DJ play gunshots and everything, bro.
Bro,
What?
let me tell you something.
Yo.
Like, I've heard so many horror stories from Uptown. I never want to do that club.
But kill yourself?
But the side note, and then the fucked up thing about it, I'm young, and you know, like when you bond, you're supposed to leave. Like, get the fuck on. I stayed the whole night and like enjoyed myself and shit. So that was my first
after that?
time. Huh?
Vroom, bro.
Yeah, after that, like, like when you bomb, nigga, you supposed to go home.
You supposed to go home.
Why'd you stay?
I stayed because I didn't know no better. So shit, I got me a Corona. I'm walking around. I'm looking at the show. It's my first time. Like, this is legit my first time watching a real comedy show. And TK Franklin headline. He killed. That was my first time seeing. TK killed that audience. Like, I was like, damn. I was TK killed. And Scruncho was his opener. Now, no disrespect to Scruncho, but Scruncho bombed. It's a tough crowd. They got Scruncho.
That show you what type of crowd it was, though. Y'all know Scruncho, hood nigga, bro.
Scruncho.
Like the hood
no, but this was back when Scruncho was all cripping, like when he used to have like the crip rag, the crip, all that. So like he was a little, you know what I'm saying, as far as in Atlanta, like we don't gangbang like that at the time, we didn't. So it was a lot.
Damn.
Yeah,
everybody got horror stories.
I want to know why they booed Brandon so fast, though, man. Just hear him out.
Crazy.
They be carjacking in Atlanta. They like, boo, man. Carjack to get over here. Don't remind me about what I did, man. That's why they booed you so fast.
They called that nigga a narc. They was like, man, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. It was carjackers in the building.
Yo, sometimes the subject matter ain't the right one. Sometimes you go, okay, I'm gonna talk about yeah. And then you go up there, you be like, yo, you see that? Nah, we didn't see that shit.
We didn't see it, bro. Don't ask no questions.
But you know what?
You got a pivot on stage.
Time out. After that, I was like, man, fuck comedy, right? So cut the
fuck comedy.
I was like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm going back. Fuck comedy, right?
So fuck comedy.
So probably like 6 to 8 months passed, right? So then my brother like, hey man, you should do it again, right? So I went back, right? I went back to Uptown. Now at this time, comedian Lab Love. I don't know if y'all familiar with Lab Love.
Yeah,
Lab Love.
Right? So now this was a winter night, right? So I had a leather jacket on and shit, right?
Oh shit.
So I went on stage with a leather jacket and shit. And I went on stage. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I said, but
like you had a special.
Like I turned. You grab the mic and I turned, that bitch ripped. Like
you ripped. Lying, bro. You lying.
Nigga, I promise, bro. That shit ripped. Like mid joke. Like I was like, man, hell yeah, ripped. Like after that, nigga, they booed my ass again.
They would boo your jacket, bro.
They booed the rip.
How far into the set was that joke?
I was probably like a solid 3:15 in.
How are you doing?
I thought you ripped. I thought you said
jacket.
Jacket ripped. That nigga jacket stole the show.
Did they like you?
Jacket was like, I had a good set tonight.
But that crowd, like when I just left.
That's
Tony Baker, let me hear your horror story, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna give you my most recent horror story, man. It happened last year. I'm gonna keep it 175%. So all right, so we was in New York. It was when we was all in New York to here. And you know, me and Sabrina was off on our get your ass off the goddamn phone. Sick of you, man. My face. So you know, me and Sabrina was off on our little New York adventure. So we go to Harlem, and I wanted to go by Rob Stapleton's room because that's my guy. I love
Salsa con Fuego.
Salsa con Fuego. I wanted to see his room. I wanted to see Rob perform because I like watching Rob perform too, and I just wanted to peep the room. So I really went in. We was out all day walking the streets of New York. I had on shorts. I had on shorts. That lets you know I'm not getting up. I don't want to get up. I don't believe in performing. If you're not Gabriel Iglesias, don't perform in shorts.
Shorts and chocolate.
Shorts?
I had on shorts and like some casual boat shoes. You know them Adidas I wear that you hate to hear? I had them.
Yes.
Chilling. So we get there. The show is cracked. I'm looking in the room and I'm like, yo, that room is long. I don't like long comedy rooms.
Oh,
like those way back.
Oh, man.
It's loud. It's like the noise don't carry. The laughs don't bounce back and forth. It's none of that. Woo! So I'm like, man, this room, okay, but Pete, so we sitting in the corner. Rob was like, yeah, Tone, you know what I'm saying? You want to get up? And I was like, and I hesitated. I didn't want to be like, nah. I was just like,
set up.
I'm
you
here.
didn't want to look like no bitch.
Yeah, we in Harlem.
Basically.
So he dips off before I got a chance to answer. So I'm like, whoo, hopefully he took that as a no. He won't ask again. I was just chilling, peeping game, and it was like, you know, people there, and I could see like the comedians looking at me like, oh, that's Tony Baker, huh? Yeah, when they be
that's how they be out
I can see the eyeballs sizzling on the side of my head.
That's how it be, bro.
Man. So Rob comes back and asks me again. And I was just like, you know, it's just, you know, it's crazy out here. It's wild. You know, the weather.
The weather.
Climate control. You know, Donald Trump is in office, man. It's crazy. I'm just saying all kind of stuff just to get the heat off.
Pressure is fucked up.
Yeah, mushrooms, you know, grass, manure, you know, you put that in easy bake ovens, Play-Doh, you know what I'm saying? And then Sabrina goes, just go on up and do 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Just go on up and do 5 minutes. It was in slow motion. Just go on up and do 5 minutes. You know, once your girl say that, you be like, man, I ain't no punk.
Exactly.
So I slide up there in the shorts. So I go up, I do 7 minutes, and I give them the good shit. I give them the stuff we've been doing on tour that I know works, but I was delivering it half-assed, and I didn't move. You know, to hear I walk on stage like
your legs are out. Your legs
I walk the entire real estate of the stage.
Yeah.
I just be doing stuff.
Yes,
right.
I was just standing there in the shorts. Now, like the first few tables was listening. They were like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We in Harlem, we enjoying you. And then everybody else, there was other people talking. They was on phones and stuff, and I'm just taking it all in. But I'm plowing through it with the material. And so it wasn't a bomb. It was just mediocre as hell. Now here's what made it a bomb.
That's a Tony Baker bomb story, mediocre.
Hold on.
He's not done.
This is what makes it a bomb right here. So
It's good.
I'm defeated internally, but I'm like, all right, y'all, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, I'm Tony Baker. And so I'm about to slide off. Here's what made it a bomb. Rob was like, hold on, Tone. Come here, man. See, y'all got to realize this dude is funny. And I was just like, yeah. That's when I just disintegrated. You could have laid his casket on the stage. Really.
Tony, you remember that room we did in Fresno?
Oh.
Why do hosts do that?
That was in Bakersfield, B. Lou.
Oh, Bakersfield.
That one, B. Lou did me dirty on that one. Here's what B. Lou did. It was a rowdy, black, thugged out crowd. B. Lou's supposed to do 25. B. Lou does 15, and he jets. He was like, all right, y'all, I'm ready to go. He did 15 and bailed out. I'm still in the airplane. Nobody's in the cockpit. Oh, shit, we're going down. B. Lou jumped out, took the last parachute. The host gets up, cusses the audience out. Man, y'all always doing this shit, man. I try to bring comedians from out of town. Y'all be fucking it up, man. Y'all back there making noise by the pool table, man. I'm sick of y'all, man.
40s and blunts.
40s and blunts, man. Y'all ain't shit as an audience. I do this every week for y'all. And he didn't even butter it up with jokes or none of that. He was just like, hey, fuck y'all. Bringing up this next comedian, he came a long way, Tony Baker. And I'm like, bro, you just Joe Clark the audience, and now you gonna have me go up and rebuild from scratch? B. Lou bailed out early. And the niggas in the back was 40s and blunts. That's all they was doing.
40s and blunts, man.
I did the only thing I could. I walked. Luckily, the mic was cordless. I went to the back in the center of the Thugs and Pimps. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? 40s and blunts, shut the hell up, man. I put my life on the line to win.
You had to get your power back, bro.
Bro, I had to. I was gonna die.
You were funny though?
He was funny.
I had a good set that night, but I had to put my life at risk, Pat.
But your horror stories, you still didn't bomb.
I bombed in Harlem. I don't care what you say, man.
I could bring back the Peppermint Lounge shit. I did it about 10 times. Every time I had good sets. Cool. I was like, whoo, good. So then you know how you become comfortable. You're like, yeah, okay, I got this shit. Motherfuckers know me, you know, Tretch, all the motherfuckers would be in the audience. Tretch and, you know, Anthony Mason from the Knicks back in the day. The Knicks would be there. All of them. Oh, yeah, it was all Jersey people. So I go in there, I'm like, they say, yo, man, kill it tonight. I'm like, yeah, you know me, dig. I was getting comfortable. All right. So I went up. I'll never forget this shit. I go up. My first 5-6 minutes, I'm getting it. Boom. And this dude just comes out, man. Man, shut up, man. You corny, dog.
In your set? During your set?
In the middle of it.
Damn.
Yo, you corny, dog.
Niggas is bold.
Man. He says, man, you sounding all proper and shit. I said, don't be mad because I did my homework, motherfucker. You know, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, I thought I was good.
Wait, what?
Yo, man. That motherfucker was like, yo, that's my cousin, dude. Why you fucking... And he knew everybody.
Oh.
Yo, so I'm sitting here, still, I'm like, yo, well, man, tell that motherfucker to shut up. Boo! That nigga's booing me like, it was 500, boo, nigga. Boo.
You got called out by the most popular nigga in the audience?
Yeah, and this is what happened. So I'm like, I'm like almost done. And I was like, whatever, you know, I was doing that shit. And all of a sudden, I remember Scarface, at the end of Scarface, I started doing the, remember when he's getting shot? If you know Scarface, he's taking the bullets. So I started making Scarface. I said, it's okay. I'll crush you like fucking cockroaches. Them niggas started laughing at that. Then they stopped and booed me again. They were like, no, nigga,
a continuation of a boo?
Back to that. Me, stop, laughed at the Scarface shit, because I was like, it's okay. You can take it. I'm getting laughed. Then they were like, no, fuck that. Boo, they booed.
I ain't never heard nothing like that.
Hey, bro.
Heard no shit like that.
Me. How do you reboot a motherfucker?
The reboot.
The reboot. Like Matrix, the reboot, son.
So Tahir, The first time I was at the Improv on Monday night, this when it was different, bro. When it was different, when the hallway was different.
We all got a story. Yeah, go ahead.
I go up in that bitch. I've been doing comedy 17 minutes, right? I'm up in that mother. But I'm from the D, so I'm like, these niggas don't never let me on stage. I'll rip this shit. I got one joke to hear, 2 of them, 1.5. I'm telling Spike, like, man, I will rip this shit, man. And you know, Marlo was hosting that night, Sexy Marlo. She come out there, Spike like, yeah, Marlo, this little nigga, you know, Spike, like, this nigga right here, this motherfucker talking about he'll kill this room. She said, I don't know you, nigga. I'm like, whatever, bro. Nigga, so I get my drink and go sit in the audience because I'm just lucky to be here. I got a wristband on. Nigga, at this point, I just got started. Man, Marlo on stage, Marlo faded. She like, look, I was just in the hallway and this motherfucker talking about he can rip this room and that y'all ain't shit and that he'll motherfucking kill this room. I'm in the audience just sipping my motherfucking drink like this bitch can't be talking about me, bitch. She can't be, right? I'm in the audience, bro. Like I'm at a table with food, bro. She like, I'm gonna bring his ass up here. And I want y'all to boo his ass because he think we weak up in here. I want y'all to boo his ass. I'm like, she said, where his ass at? What's his name? Where is that? We'll give you 2 minutes on everything I love, my nigga. I grabbed the mic, went up there, fuck relationships, nigga, and snatched the mic. I did it. The motherfuckers started laughing and shit. They got to go on, nigga. Reds cut the mic on me, bro. He cut the mic, they boo. He cut the mic because I only had 2 minutes. I got it off, but Marlon don't know she did that. Only one comedian that I know was there was Clayton Thomas, bro. When I was scared as shit, I told 2 jokes. Thank the God Reds pulled the mic. I had nothing left. I had nothing, bro. I shouldn't even been in the club like that, bro. But I got that shit off. I shouldn't have been in there, bro. I knew when I grabbed the mic, but I got that shit off. And, but real talk, Marlo set me up. Marlo set me up. She be lying to this day. Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, man. First off, I want to give a shout out to Affion Crockett just stepped in the building, man. What's up,
Crockett? What up,
man? What up, boy? What up?
Young. What's up?
First off, thank you, brother, for popping in on us real quick, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Young ass legends.
What's up?
Hey, Feezy.
Let me say something. With the exception,
congratulations on that million too.
What happened?
Congratulations on your 1 million followers, man.
Oh, thank you, my
dear. Oh yeah.
But now let me.
You and Tony, go ahead.
Let me say this while I got the lot of you here. I see Godfrey all the time, but every one of you little niggas have been real instrumental in enterprising your shit. Like, yes, I've been in LA 22 years and I see niggas pull up, you know what I mean, right around 2001, like, nigga, I'm about to beat him. Nigga, I'm about to, you know what I mean? And they be real chest out and all that. And then 2003, you like, where that nigga? nigga be back in Little Rock, Arkansas, telling my man, you know, my grandmother had got sick, you know what I mean? And I had to dip back.
Little Rock.
But it's something to be said about, you know, I've watched all of y'all do your thing, like escalate and be enterprising, and then, you know, using the internet and the stage together. I'm glad to see, you know, y'all are the next wave of, I mean, y'all legends already, but I mean, you know, y'all gonna be in that next conversation. Y'all the next class of those guys, you know what I'm saying, that work hard and figure this shit out.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And thank you for pulling up, man. I want to get Pat in this conversation as well, but real quick, I want to talk about
little bro. A little nigga right there.
My night at the Improv, D-Ray was hosting. So if y'all, for those that don't know, if D-Ray don't know you like that, that nigga gonna bring you up like that too. So I had seen D-Ray a couple times in passing. We know a lot of the same people, but he didn't really know me like that. And the couple times I had done the Improv before, that nigga wasn't there. So this night he was more familiar with me, but he still didn't know me. But right before he brought me up, this nigga chastised the audience like a principal. When I tell you, he was like, "Hey man, Y'all gotta stop all that bullshit and get niggas off the stage fast, man. I be trying to introduce y'all to new niggas, but y'all fucking shit up, man. Y'all niggas be on here doing all that extra shit, man. This ain't no nigga shit, niggas. This is how he's talking to them. That nigga goes literally from that, and I'm tired of this shit, man. The next nigga I bring up, y'all better not do this shit too. I ain't playing with the motherfuckers either. By the way, Tahir Moore, and I'm like, nigga, what am I supposed to do? They all like niggas sitting with their hands in their laps, and I'm just like, I go at it, but like I felt like niggas felt like they could not laugh because they felt like they were gonna get in trouble, and I just was like, I did my 10 minutes, got the fuck up out of Dodge, man, and it wasn't a bomb. Like I got the laughs, but you could tell it wasn't one of the ones that they gonna remember somebody from because literally they just got cursed out, and they didn't in the mood to laugh no more, nigga. You just cussed the whole audience out.
Just bad MC. No good MC. That's not an MC, man. It's not an MC.
You should have brought Kermit on the stage with you. Piggy looking motherfucker.
Oh. Such a goof ass up, bro.
What, man? What?
Bill was there, Lou.
Hey.
B-Lou, you got a fanny pack on it? I ain't never seen you with a fanny pack, nigga. I ain't never.
My nigga getting money out here. He getting money out here.
I got daughters.
Hey, Zoom bombs hit different.
They do. Hey, I remember this picture right here.
Okay, to here with the scrapbook.
Okay, we get it, man.
That was that night. That was that night. Hey, that was that night that Sosa jumped out the plane with no parachute. Houston was all the way live, packed house. Nigga, Sosa
get a hard copy from though. He got a
hard copy. I'm nice. He was like, I'm nice. I was like,
He got all the photos. Fuck.
How do he got hard copies? How long ago was this? Shit, this nigga got Polaroid.
He got all that stuff.
That nigga got real pictures, nigga. I ain't seen a last real picture, nigga.
That's just the filter. That's just the filter. It was taken with a camera and phone.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
nigga,
real.
They on your show. You don't have to prove to us that you know these niggas.
No. The picture brought up the incident. It brought up the story, Patch. You shut the fuck up. A future bun.
I hate to be the one to state the obvious, but there's no one else on here but us niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought you were inviting me on because you had like an audience, and it was like,
oh no, it's 4,000 people watching, Affion. It's 4,000 people watching right now.
Wow.
He thought
4,093 people watching right now on YouTube.
Hey,
on YouTube.
We got 4,000 people watching.
I was about to say, I see 7 niggas on here. I don't feel like
it's acting different after he got that Millie, bro. Ever since he got that impact, this how it is. I was hesitant to hit the nigga at first. I was like, well, maybe if you see Godfrey on here, he'll remember.
You flipped it? You flipped the features?
I did. I sent it to him because I know him and Godfrey cool. I was like, hey man, I'm cool with Godfrey too. You want to?
When you start biting your nails, Affion, now he biting his nails. Nigga, his money.
Hey, that is cool. It's cool that he pulled up knowing that it was just us, though.
That's love.
Exactly. I'm just trying to figure out when Tahir hair and beard gonna match.
Yeah.
You got 4 different textures on your face, nigga. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he blushing. Look at the big blush.
He said
what the fuck is that, nigga?
Shit. It ain't never gonna match. It ain't never gonna match at all. That's just what it is.
Out of everybody on here, Tony Baker is the one that is the hardest to reach. This nigga don't even like talking on the phone.
No, Tony don't like talking on the
phone, Tony Baker been different since.
What?
You the nicest nigga in person, but
I don't know.
Try to call.
As soon as we leave the club, Tony going to a cave. He don't talk to nobody.
He's on via text, though. I'm all in via text.
No, you're not. No, you're not at all.
What is it though? What is it about phones that you don't like?
Because
somebody beat you with a phone before?
You don't like
because you got to be ready to get on the phone, man. Like you got to mentally be in the zone. You got to not be busy physically. You got to tap in.
Yeah, but what if a nigga's like, yo, Tony, I got I got 500,000 for you.
Don't nobody be doing that though. They be like,
because they don't want to call you.
I gotta talk to you on the phone. It's important.
They know you doing your animals and shit. They know you doing
when
your
I
animals.
when I call back, they be like, yo, so I was just thinking like, maybe you should well, let me just think. I think I might have an idea, but not really. But maybe, like, I was just wondering because I see, you doing your thing, and there's 15 minutes of that. No bread.
Listen, trust me, I know those calls. Yeah. I've taken one too many of those calls.
Hell yeah. Oh, fuck.
Now, Pat, you've seen both sides of. You've seen the comedy side, and you've also seen the content side because you're a creator. What side do you think takes more effort from your perspective?
God, stage. You guys are fucking gladiators. That's a whole different muscle.
I know those calls. I've taken.
It's literally like it's an art form. So it's like you gotta, I mean, at least from what I've seen, you gotta suck at it for a very long time before you're good. And I'm still in that stage. But it's like that for a lot of stuff. Like you can't sit down at the piano, you can't pick up a guitar and just start Jimi Hendrix, and you gotta fucking beat yourself up. So that is crazy. It's
comedy's a sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sport. You got to go to practice. Plain and simple. It's physical. Just getting. I remember doing a joke, and I'm sure this has happened to you all. You do a joke 9,000 times. On that 10,000th time, you go, "Oh, I found the right word. Finally, God damn." That whole thing. All I had to do was change that to cat, and now it's even better. This shit takes a long time. I wish they say, what's the fastest way? Do it a lot for a lot of years. That's as fast as you can go. Because in New York City, I'm coming up. It was me, Bill Burr, Patrice O'Neal, Greg Giraldo, Dave Attell, Rock, Chappelle, all of us, all on the same stages. We would be around Robin Williams and all these motherfuckers, and to watch Ray Romano and older people doing comedy. We was around that shit. So we were like, okay, our shows were like, the average shows that I did per week were 40. I did 35 to 40 a week. Damn. That was, 30. That was what I did. 35
shows?
30. Steve Byrne, who Steve Byrne is?
Yeah.
It was me, Steve Byrne, all of us. We would do like 40. I would do 5 shows a night. God, 5 shows a night. Damn. Okay. And then on the weekend, it would be like 8 on Friday, 8 to 9 on Saturday.
Funny, 8 times in one night.
And this is consistently. There's 52 weeks in the year. Let's just cut off some holidays. About 40-something weeks of the year, you're doing that amount of shows, between 30 to 40 shows a week. Imagine that's how I thought you can get as good as fast as possible, but that's still not fast. That's how much time we have in New York. There's so many more stages in New York anyway. You can go to the different boroughs. You can go to Queens and rock. You can go to Brooklyn and rock. You can go to the Bronx. You can go to Manhattan. You can go to Jersey and rock. You can do alternative rooms, alt rooms, mainstream rooms. You can do Spanish. You got so much stage time. You know what I mean? And that shit, I don't give a fuck. If you're the shittiest comic ever, you're going to get better. If you keep doing that shit, you're going to get better in some kind of way. And I just know that being on stage all the time and working that shit, I don't go, fuck what you write. I don't care how the fuck you talk about it. Comedy is a thing you got to put into action. It's like sports. If everybody in here was athletes, you know how it is. I don't go, fuck what the play is. You got to run it. Run it over and over and see if it works. You know what I mean?
That was true.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but y'all doing y'all motherfucking thing on here, man. A lot of y'all boys, I appreciate y'all boys. I seen y'all boys, like even with Tony, man, when I first came in this shit, Tony was kind of new out here too. So to see where he going, also Affion, Patrick, when you first started at ADD and all that shit to hear. And Godfrey, man, I'm telling you, dog, your shit crazy, man. Y'all boys getting it done. And look, Big Lou, you know me and you kind of started this shit for real in the beginning. Where I thought we started. You was in Atlanta, so really you was doing a little before me though. But I see you doing your shit. This shit crazy though, man. To see motherfuckers actually moving, and now you got to hear out here running shit like the goddamn Zoom with 4,000 motherfuckers watching. Goddamn.
Hey man, shout out to my big bro Eighth though, nigga. We've been on the road. Well, how long we been on the road now? What, 3 years?
3 years.
Hell yeah.
We've been in the trenches. We've been, because we two-man show it. We a two-man show it. And so two-man show it is just like me up first and nigga, let's get it. And
that's crazy type of time, dog. That's some crazy time. Going out with Red had me like that. I was getting time early in the game when most, like, I was just getting 30 minutes a night. And by the time, you know what I mean, running around with Red all through the town, all through the country. So by the time I got back to LA, I was figuring out, oh shit, I'm putting more time in on stage. You know what I'm saying? So then maybe the average comic that's running around LA and shit. So I didn't even know y'all was on the road though. That's dope, eh? That's dope, man.
3 years now.
Oh yeah. We've been killing it.
That's dope, man.
That shit, you know, it get exhausting, but what I love about it is watching B. Lou grow as a comedian. Like first time we did it, it was he jumped on stage and he started freestyling in 20 minutes. And I had never worked with him before. I had seen him like maybe twice at ADD at Hollywood and Highland. But this nigga got on stage and was ripping freestyle for 20 minutes because he was talking about people in the club and talking about our experience. Remember we was in Indianapolis or some shit?
We was in Indianapolis.
Yeah, some whack ass club. But just watching this dude grow and you know, seeing somebody that I know will be a great, you know, will grow into his own. And like, whenever you see a nigga going and you can't wait to see his special, that's when you know, you a real fan of that dude work.
Yeah.
But to piggyback off the, you know what I'm saying, the just good vibes, Affion is the beast, dog. Like a lot of people don't know that he, you know what I'm saying, do stand up because he had took a break and then he didn't really, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't necessarily like announced like, oh, Affion back on the road or Affion back. He just was, you know, in this wave hitting that shit. But this nigga, he like Westbrook, bro. Like when it comes to like performing, like the nigga performs like every show. The nigga like performed up and down, sweating like out there, all that. Like I was like, because I didn't know, you know what I'm saying. I just knew him for, you know, prior to me working with him, I knew him just Affion Crockett, wilding out. You know what I'm saying. Nigga had his own show. I knew him like that. I didn't know him for stand up, but when I got the chance to work with him, I'm like, oh damn, this nigga do got the time. When he say that he was been in the game 20 years, like this shit show, like he Westbrook that shit though. I give him
real talk.
He's funny as a motherfucker. He don't take no days off. He don't take no shows off. Nigga, what was that? A couple rooms when he had some light rooms, that nigga still going that bitch like it's sold out, rocking out.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's what you're supposed to do.
And that's hard. And see, that's hard for me because I'm a nigga with a heart. So I be trying to adapt to the room and be like, hey, man, what y'all nigga with a heart? Niggas out. But this nigga, fuck all that. It's sold out. And this nigga come out freaking that shit like.
First of all, it'd be funny when niggas be acting like all they shows be sold out because that's not really the case. Right?
That's funny.
But I don't never play that, right? But you know, sometimes when we have our light shows, I see when B. Lou, his feelings be hurt. He be low because the crowd ain't really there. So he'll start out like, yeah, man, so shit.
You know, I be getting on B. Lou about that all the time. Be like, yo, B. Lou, keep your energy high. And he be like, whenever his energy high on stage, it's a difference. But then when he be up there, he be like, yeah. I'll be like, God, let me turn the energy here.
And Tony, it'd be the same material, but the different energies. Like it be the material that's like knockout blows. Right. But when he up there, like his foot ain't even on the gas. He coasting.
Yep. He ain't even starting the car sometimes. He just be sitting in the car. Just
but the best
he's in his front, just like
sometimes it's good small crowds, which is weird. I mean, like financially, you always want to sell out, of course, but creatively, small crowds make you work on other shit. Small crowds, you're more personable. Small crowds, you'd be like, man, I've been wanting to work this joke out. The pressure is not there. You're not responsible for a bunch of motherfuckers. You got 30 people in the audience, man. Work on that new shit. Go, man, let me throw this in. You bookend it with your main shit, But in the middle, you go, man, I'm gonna fuck around. Let me do this joke about the da-da-da-da and see what happens. I got my best shit out of small crowds. That's real shit. Because big crowds, you want to do the best shit. Big crowds, you just want to kill it. It's a 300, 400 people. I want to bam, bam, bam. But the small crowds, you're conversational. You can just, and you know what I mean? So don't ever, 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 ever take a small crowd for fucking granted. And you never know who's in that audience too.
Oh, absolutely.
Facts. And I've done shows overseas where you
100% all the time. Fuck that.
Yeah, y'all was talking about going overseas, Tony and shit. You went to here, and you go over the seas. I was in New Zealand, bro. There's no black people in New Zealand, bro. I did 26 shows over there 2 years in a row, along with Australia. And when you go up there, it was people that had never even met black people before, African American and shit. But I still gotta push through because they speak the English language. So I would always ask in my shows, is there anybody in the crowd that's never met an African American? It'd be like 2 people are raised, and I go give them a hug all hard and shit. But you have to just be all over them and just be aggressive with them. You gotta give them a show. And I done ran into some shit shows, bro, overseas. I don't want y'all to, in case y'all didn't know or even thunk it, nigga. I ain't over that bitch doing the rings, nigga. I done a barn, nigga. I did a barn. You ever did a show, nigga, where nigga is a whole barn, nigga, and we gotta let the horse in before the show. So they gotta bring hold on while we bring the horse in, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm talking about nigga overseas where nigga I had a joke. I'd be like, yo, people were sending their kids. I'm like, go talk to him. It's Tupac. Go talk to him. I'm like, bitch,
it's Tupac.
They don't know Tupac dead. I'm like, bitch, stop. Tupac dead. I'm talking about, it was crazy over there, bro. And they had never seen. It was people that never met that. No black people, bro. So, but I still gave them a show and sweat. They'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you said, but man.
But you know what? It's Kevin, man. But the thing is like when it comes. After a while, you just want to be a comedian, man. Yeah. Fuck, you know, you just happen to be black. You want to be worldly. I always tell people, they say, information, man. Comedy is information. It's good to read a lot, study. Don't ever think it's corny to know other shit. That's a lot of the problems with a lot of African-American comedians is they think, well, if I stay here, you know, like we are worldly motherfuckers, man. Some of y'all, you know, you look at a guy like Earthquake, one of my favorite comedians.
Hey, man, shout out to Quake.
That motherfucker was an Air Force man. He was in Germany. That motherfucker traveled the world as an Air Force dude. Like, we are worldly motherfuckers, man. We need to think like that. Do not think about, because sometimes, like you said, you're going to go overseas and you're going to be like, you want a joke that's global. Like, let me do a joke that everybody can fuck with. Because you'll be surprised that everybody gets exactly what you're talking about.
They get it, bro.
They know about hip hop.
They get it, bro.
That you're the only black person there. Anyway, fuck that shit. And they
also understand dynamics of relationships. I don't give a fuck where you go. The same dynamics travel.
They get angry just like you. All that shit.
I'm telling you, man.
If you funny. Don't matter. You'll be surprised who they watch. Nowadays, the world is a Pangea now. Everybody's on their phone watching everybody. You ever be on live and Tony, I've been on Tony's live, it'd be Saudi Arabia, hey, Tony Baker.
Crazy, man.
There's no excuse anymore. Everybody's watching everybody.
So let me ask y'all this. What's y'all top cities to perform in? Like top 2 cities to perform in?
I love New York. That's one.
DC.
I love Houston.
Yeah, DC and Texas.
Yeah, all of Texas. You know, Houston, Dallas is always lit. Philly was nice.
Philly was solid.
Philly, yeah. Denver's cool. Denver's actually cool.
Baltimore, my favorite city.
Oh yeah, Baltimore.
I would say St. Louis, Baltimore.
I love Baltimore.
Most angriest black people, but when you beat them up. Baltimore and Cleveland are the most miserable cities, but when you kill, you kill.
Oh, we murdered in that was me and Justin Hires. We murdered in Cleveland. That shit was so crazy.
Y'all don't fuck with Denver? Y'all don't fuck with Denver?
I ain't never did Denver.
Hell yeah, Denver and
hey, Denver is the first interracial state I ever went to that wasn't fucking California. It's like Midwest in Denver. Like, it's white people date black people. It's dope. They got good energy. They come to shows, bro. It's a good town. Denver's a good town.
Big, bro.
Baltimore. Oh, I love Baltimore, man.
I do Baltimore Comedy Factory in Baltimore. I'll be
exactly.
I love Baltimore, man.
And what's beautiful about coming to these cities a lot is when you know the city, you can talk that shit because you know them now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You go back and be like, you mean motherfuckers, and they be like, because you know the streets, you know what to get here, you know what to eat. Once you know them, it's all about being comfortable, man. Oh. It don't matter what the city is. They be like, where's your favorite city? I said, I rip. I don't give a fuck.
I know the after party is on Twitch tonight at 10 o'clock.
That point where I'm just funny. I'm gonna fuck what city it is.
What you say?
I'm just plugging the after party. I'm DJing on Twitch. Club Body Roll tonight, ladies.
Not for us, right?
Nah, fuck the fellas,
nah.
Club Body Roll at Affion Crockett on Twitch. 10 o'clock.
Tony, what's your favorite cities?
My favorite cities, Baltimore, St. Louis. You know what? San Diego. Energy is incredible down there.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
That's so surprising. I've never heard that before.
When I did the La Jolla Comedy Store, which is San Diego, amazing every time, man.
That shit was live. I like the La Jolla joint. That was live.
The other joint down there is cool too. American
Company.
Yeah. That we did. Yeah, them all nice.
Chicago. Yeah. I'm not being biased with Chicago, but
Chicago's live. You know.
Chicago was still your stuff in the room. They was.
You know what? We're not gonna do this here. We're not gonna do this.
We're not gonna tell the truth.
No, we gonna
St. Louis is abandoned. St. Louis is abandoned as a whole.
We did a show with Kev on stage.
Why you gotta bring this up, man?
Here's the thing. We were in the church. We were in a church. And the people they hired in the church stole Kev's wife's purse. They stole the purse.
In a fucking church.
Tahir, did you ever come to any bodily harm in St. Louis?
Nope.
Oh, you've never been hurt in St. Louis and kidnapped and beaten?
all the drama that was inflicted upon me was in East St. Louis. Getting shot, set on fire, kidnapped, all of that was in East St. Louis. St. Louis did nothing to you.
East Boogie, baby.
It's something different. It's something that's Illinois.
Hey, man, fuck Chicago. Hey, Godfrey, man, you got to do Steve Harvey for me, man. You got to do Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I don't know what your ass. Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, y'all. And that's all he would say, too. I'm from Cleveland, y'all. Yeah. You, where? Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all right now. You got to pay your dues. I've been blessed. God has blessed me. Don't ever give up. Your ass now. Yeah.
Nigga. I think that's my favorite impression that you do.
What'd you say? He killed that.
I think that's my favorite one that you do. That's when I originally posted.
Yo, I want to see Godfrey holds Family Feud in that for the whole episode.
He can't.
They never mention that it's Godfrey. It's just a regular episode of Family Feud. But Godfrey and Steve Harvey, the whole episode with a fake mustache though. That would be so funny to me, man.
Let me ask Affion and Godfrey this. First off, Godfrey, my homegirl Jackie Fabulous said, "Hey, what's up?" She's a fan.
Jackie Fab.
Jackie
what's up, Jackie?
What up, how did you guys link up? Like, how did you? I've seen the impersonation duels and the verses that you guys do. Did y'all link up just organically through comedy, or you guys were fans of each other and reached out?
Tell me.
When he did the Steve Harvey impression, because me and Godfrey have known of each other forever, but never hung out. We was never like boys like that. I barely knew him. And then I saw him do that Steve Harvey shit. And I don't laugh out loud at much, but that shit, I watched it at least 20 times. And then I posted on my page and watched it more and more and more. And then he reached out and we kind of was like, DM'd like, yo, I appreciate you for posting that. And then I think we were on somebody's live, or he was on a live, and then you were on live.
And I saw you, and then you was turned sideways. You said, nigga. Steve Harvey, nigga.
Yeah, I jumped on a live with him, and then we just started sparring with impressions, and then
what is it about comedians? Y'all don't laugh at anything. Y'all's whole job is to be funny, but y'all
we've seen everything.
We're analyzing. A lot of times we're looking through it like an artist. You know how someone go to a museum and they'll go, "Ooh, look at that painting," but an art person as an artist is like, okay, yeah. It's not like it's not funny, but we're looking at it as the technical shit. That's what we're looking at.
You know, we're not watching the ball. We're not watching the ball. We're watching the play.
And Patrick, we've seen it all. You know what I mean? I think I'm older than all of y'all on here, but I've seen Carlin, I've seen Cosby sitting down on stage, like doing this whole special sitting down. I've seen Richard Pryor, Eddie, Chris Rock. Like I've really studied Brian Regan, like just going down. Steven, was it Steven Tyler? Not Steven Tyler. What's the dude with the bald, the real mono? Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright. Hell yeah.
But when you see everything and then you start to see hacky versions of comedians you saw decades ago, it's just kind of hard. You be like, okay, the crowd is laughing, but I heard this shit 90 times before.
Well, no, I get that for sure. But like I'm talking about like when you think something is funny, like genuinely funny, but the reaction is like, oh, that's funny. Like what makes y'all laugh?
Because some shit gets you. The shit that just make you laugh out loud is so precious even. But you see a lot of funny shit that you're just like, okay, that's funny. But you still laughing. But when it make you laugh out loud like that, that's the shit that's gold. When you just watch it, you be like, you just bust the fuck out. Yeah. But it's still funny. You just might be looking at it differently. Good play, but I wasn't watching the ball.
Yeah, it's like especially if they're clever with it, you're like, oh damn. I never thought about it like that. That was funny, motherfucker. You know what I mean? If it's some hacky ass shit, because when you're producing jokes yourself, when you're a producer, it's like watching a dunk contest. You go, everybody can dunk in the building, but it's like, oh, okay. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So especially if somebody is more creative with the same old subjects, because there's only so many subjects you're gonna talk about. But how are you gonna flip that shit? Like with battle rappers, they probably see so much, but there's always them cats that they loaded Lux the motherfucker, like, God damn.
That's one of the things I love about Tony. Like, he touches on subjects that you never think about. Like, he has a whole set about why cats are better than dogs. And that set is like 8 minutes long. Like, that one joke is like 8 minutes long. Then he has another joke about the difference between bees and hornets and wasps. Like, and he's like, who thinks, like, he says that, what do you say, Tony, that bees walk around like that, like, what's up, nigga? You see me flying, a wasp walk around like, they fly around like, what's up, nigga? You know what it is. Like to take something so simple Tony that you take for granted and make a whole set off of it, it's like, who thinks like that? Like, that's why Tony is always referred to as a comedian's comic, because...
Y'all don't be thinking about that when you look at him?
Yeah, no, man.
I'll be dialed in. I'll be like, look at this.
But that's your personality, though. That's Tony.
Yeah.
But that's Tony, bro. Like, that's his origin. Like, I live with Tony. I've known Tony how long? 10 years now. So shit.
You might as well don't even do the voiceovers with the animals, because everybody around the world fuck with Tony Baker for that shit. I got people that be like, yo, you need to check this guy, Tony Baker. I'm like, I know Tony, but you don't know no fucking Tony Baker. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, Tony has a way. Tony has a way of taking like everyday shit and pulling the brilliance out. I say that's the Seinfeld in you. Like, you have that same thing that Seinfeld is on.
Yeah.
Seinfeld would take a traffic light and make that motherfucker 10 minutes of the most brilliant shit you never thought about of sitting at a traffic light.
What's up with the traffic lights? What's up with the green? What's up with the yellow?
Hey, I know
those colors.
I know Tony hates this, so I'm gonna just add to it. One of the first things I noticed, because I be studying stand-up comedians. One of the first thing I noticed when I started doing stand-up was like it's weird that y'all don't watch each other. You know, like y'all are in the green room. It'd be like, all right, have a good show, and you're like, yeah, you guys don't care at all. But
did you know we don't? It's just it's weird.
It's super weird, and I always ask that question. But every time Tony goes, comedians leave the green room and they'll go and watch. And I thought, and that's literally the only comic that I was friends with that happened to. So, haha, take all that, Tony.
A lot of pressure, man. You know what I like doing? I like this. This happened last year in New York. Me and Sabrina went to the Comedy Cellar and we just watched the show because I want to do the Comedy Cellar so bad. I've never done it. That's like I want to do that room so bad.
That's the Harvard of comedy clubs.
Yo,
Really?
we sat in there and watched the show, and I was just like watching the comedians. I was like, yo, this is fantastic. And then Godfrey closed out the show, and Godfrey was up there talking about porn for mad long. And you know, porn can be polarizing to the audience because they don't want to admit that they watch it. You know, they don't know how to if they on a date, they don't want to give up the cards. Like, yeah, I'll be watching porn. Man. And so it was dope to see Godfrey pull it out of them like, yo, y'all gonna get in on this porn material. And he was doing this Japanese porn. He was doing the females and the males. Man, I was like, yo, this dude right here. The way he did the Japanese man talking in the porn, I was done.
Yeah, because with porn, people don't understand that porn, you can literally watch it like it's a regular show. Because I've been watching it for so long. Porn isn't some, oh my God, you watch porn. I watch it like I'm watching regular shit. I go, yeah, there's a difference between the Japanese shit, the porn. I've talked about the racism in porn, the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And how it's so, whites are so entitled that if you say pretty teen or pretty girl, like a pretty woman, it's white girls first. White girls always pop up first. Like you have to get a black girl, you got to go ebony, black. You got to go Asian, you got to go Latina. But if you just say bad bitch, white bitches come first. Like I talk about more of the little shit in porn, not just, oh yeah, you fuck. Yeah, that's easy. But I'm trying to find a psychological thing behind it.
Hey, yo, I fuck with that. Yo, the porn shit is so crazy. I got into an argument with a motherfucker on porn the other day. We about 26 comments deep arguing and shit, right? About some other shit. They up there in the comments, they up there on the video fucking like a motherfucker. I'm down here on the 260th comment in a full 17 reply argument with this motherfucker on some other shit. I'm in the community, bro. Sometimes it ain't even about the video all the time. Sometimes it's about being in the community, taking conversation, liking comments, replying. Because when I talk about porn, no bullshit, I want to let you know, because when I talk about porn, it's like, yo, everybody got to search. They up there doing that. I'm so deep in, I'm disliking comments. Like, bro, you own some shit. I got smoke in the they fucking like a motherfucker up there, bro. I'm down here clowning. But I'm just, maybe it's me. I'm in the it's a community, bro. It's a whole hub. It's a whole hub.
Real shit.
It's a whole hub, bro.
I get it. I think I love comics that can take taboo subjects and normalize it, because I think that's one of the gifts of comedy is talking about the uncomfortable situation with everything going on in the climate right now. For comics to still be able to hit the stage, whether virtually or in person, to take something that's taboo with what's going on right now, whether it be porn, whether it be insurance, whether it be death, to be able to do that, present it to an audience, and still get laughter from it is a special type of gift. It's literally something from God. So I never take it lightly at all, man. And I've seen all of you guys do that at some way or another. Like even Pat. Pat is more of a content creator than a comedian, but he's made videos about the protests. He's made videos about the injustice that's going on. And there are videos that are on TikTok that people resonate with because they realize the realness of the video. And I think that's a real gift to be able to do that. And
I want to ask Pat this. My bad, Tahir. I want to ask Pat this. I got a few questions for y'all, actually. Pat, you first, though. Did you, because you come into this game like you were a musician and just like, you came in not even on the comedy tip. When did you discover that you were funny?
Who's that?
I don't know who that came from. I did stand up in college, before All Def with no intent of being a comedian. I'd be doing research because I've always been obsessed with stand-up comedy. So I just wanted to know how they talked about jokes, how musicians talk about like songs and stuff.
Right.
It was almost like musicians and comedians were really, really similar. And I saw that. So I just kind of like did it to do it. And then when I joined All Def, I did it to work with comedians. You know what I mean? I didn't think I could really understand comedians or direct them or work with them if I didn't really know how to do everything, which is why I did acting and stand up. But it wasn't to do any of those things because I didn't have a certain, I just wanted to understand them and learn them. So I just kind of like that's why I love being a part of this Zoom, even though it didn't need me. I just like absorbing all of these things because it's so interesting.
Because your transition was so dope. Like when I first met you, I was just like, oh, he's the guy that, you know, he's a director or whatever. Get your ass off the goddamn.
Hey, Tony, your cat is booing you.
That was so instant.
Yo, he just anyway. Also, I want to ask Godfrey and Affion this.
Yes, sir.
Have y'all? Because I know Tahir has, B. Lou. I'm not sure if Kevin Tate has, and I've hosted like a regular room. Have y'all ever hosted like a regular room for a long period of time?
Yes, I did Comedy Cellar for 5 years.
Oh, you hosted the Comedy Cellar, man.
I've done the Comedy Cellar. I was the regular MC. Will Silvers is the guy now, but I was hosting before them motherfuckers. And I was doing it from 9 p.m. to 3 in the morning. Straight.
Shit.
And Todd Berry would always be the first on the top. It'd be Todd Berry, Mark Maron. It would Mark Maron, Greg Giraldo, Patrice, Keith Robinson. There was a bunch of motherfuckers, man. Then sometimes, I'm not even bullshitting you, it'd be a whole lineup. It'd be Damon Wayans, Chris Rock, Chappelle, Seinfeld, Robin Williams, like on one night, man. That's how I met a lot of people. But 5 years I did that. And then Colin Quinn, who actually helped me out with writing and actually extending on jokes. Colin Quinn was very, very instrumental in that shit. Because Colin Quinn writes his ass off. That motherfucker does one-man shows on American history, which is hard as shit. He said, hey man, you should stop. You've hosted here enough. You need to start doing your regular act. Because if you stay an MC, you're gonna be choppy. You're not gonna learn how to be a headliner. You want to be able to, because when you do MCing, you go on stage, you stop. Go on stage, you stop. Right. And I notice people who are MCs can't really headline too well. A lot of times because it's choppy. They're used to chopping it up. So then after 5 years, I stopped and started doing my regular shit.
I've hosted a lot of things, but not a regular stand-up room. Like I've hosted like the NAACP pre-award show or the nomination show. And that's a tough fucking room. Like it's church people in their suits. And but I found there's a button that I know to push when I'm doing that shit, and I found it. You know what I mean? So I'm used to hosting. I'm too introverted to be in a comedy club all the time. That's why y'all never see me. Like I don't like to be in the club. I like to go when I want to work on something, or if I just want to get out and check out some comedy. But I'm most people don't even believe this, but I'm a shy, introverted guy. I don't like to be out. And you know, people be all in your face and shit, and niggas be like, yo, what you working on? What you
I hate what you working on. I'll be like,
what you working on?
Any of you have warm-up gigs? I had a warm-up gig too when I worked for Cosby, so my first gig was audience coordinator for the Cosby Show on CBS with Dougie.
That's dope, dog. That's dope, dog. That's crazy.
That was the year his son was murdered. I was there. So I was there, and I was living in Queens, and it was in Queens, right next to Sesame Street, right next door to Sesame Street, which is hilarious, right next to Sesame Street. And I would always see Roscoe Orman, who played Willie Dynamite. I would see him in the elevator, angry to the motherfucker. I would see him, and that was my first like warm-up gig, like 300 people in the audience, and I would bring out the cast, Felicia Rashad, Dr. Cosby, you know, Madeline Kahn, you know, shit was crazy. Yeah, man. And at the time, Mike Epps, that was, you know, he was rooming with me at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
Leslie Jones was sleeping on my fucking couch. I didn't know her. She slept up on the couch for about a month.
Leslie was on the show last week, bro. Leslie was on the show.
She remembers. She was like, man, I remember that. She's like, nigga, you looked out. I said, yeah, man. I mean, I didn't know you like that, but you know, Red Grant would come up to the spot in Queens, New York, Long Island City. You know what I mean? So that was my first gig, and then I did one for Dan Aykroyd. He had a show called Soul Man. Warmed up for him.
What about Soul?
Yeah. I hated that warm-up shit. I fucking hated that shit.
Warm-up is a tough gig, bro.
Man, that shit is. And then Cosby, what's funny is Cosby takes breaks, man. That motherfucker be like, boom, you 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you gotta sit there, and man, and you gotta be clean. They were like, you don't know, you know, there's kids there and families there. You gotta fucking. I was pulling shit out my ass, yo. I couldn't even believe, you know, because you ain't trying to get fired. I'd be like, who, you know, tissue paper. and they didn't let you sing those songs. You ever see, I think in LA, they let people pass out t-shirts and
Alex
songs
Thomas
and dances.
did it for a long time.
Who?
Alex Thomas did it. He was like,
and Louis Dix. And Louis Dix.
And the dude who killed himself, my boy. Shit. Godfrey, you know, Brody Stevens.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. Yep.
My man. So I did it like I knew I was done after that. But but the only person, the one thing I liked was Dan Aykroyd was the nicest man. That motherfucker was so appreciative of me. And he said, man, that stuff you do up there, that's so hard. I appreciate it. Cosby wasn't that guy, but he was cool. Wasn't shitty. But Cosby was, you know, Cosby was like, I'm fucking Cosby. I remember. Hey,
Cosby so hold on, Godfrey. Was it true? Did he have a dark energy like who said he had
Cosby had a cool energy, like I'm the fucking man. Not an asshole though. Not on some like fuck you. No, he was cool. It was just that I'm Bill Cosby. Like I changed the era of 1960, 1970, 1980. I'm a game changer. I'm fucking. He wasn't shitty though. He was always cool. He'd be like, hey, what's going on? Hey, we do that shit. Oh, where's that shit? He was that guy. Hey, how you doing? Boop, doop, you know, that shit. I remember I was in the hallway and I see Cosby, and he tells me a dick joke. He goes, why in the world do we have to wash our hands when after we piss? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because you don't touch, your dick is always in your. It was some fucking dumb joke, and I was like, all right, man. And he was like, oh, and walked. What? The shit was weird as fuck, man. But one thing I got from Cos is, you know, you could walk into his office and shit. He was real cool. He gave me advice on writing. Like he gave me comedy advice. I got lucky. You know, I was in comedy for about 4 or 5 years, and he gave me some advice, and he just said, I remember this shit like, man, like it was yesterday. And I mean, he had the big cigar, and I said, hey, Mr. Dr. Cosby. He said, hey, how you doing? I said, hey, I'm not even bullshit. He's like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? I said, I've been doing comedy 5 years, just little advice maybe. And this is what he did. I'm like, well, he goes, writing. Yeah. You got to write. Writing is the backbone. You got to write it. You got to put it on the paper. I'm like, dude, I can't make it up. You got to put it on the paper. Writing. You got to write. Yeah. You got to put the ideas on the paper. Don't forget writing. And then he said, look at the word show business. What is the biggest word? Business is the big word. Remember, show me the business. Writing. And then he said, you know, Sinbad, man, he puts it out the park, man. Sinbad puts it out, but you gotta write. Writing. And I said, well, sometimes I have a joke, you know, that I don't know what to do with it. And he goes, you gotta write it down, put it there, because it's like the ABCs, except the ABCs are scrambled. You take, sometimes you got the B, then the Z, and then you got the, but then when you do it for years, it goes A, B, C, D. I'm not even fucking around. I can't even make this shit up. And
that's real shit.
No problem. Okay, you take it. Fucking yeah.
I always looked at Bill Cosby's hands when he talked for some reason. I would always look at it because his hands were always a part of the act.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. I'm like, look at
Godfrey, is Cosby one of the impersonations that you do regularly?
Cosby was the first impersonation when I was starting comedy in Chicago. That motherfucker got me my first laugh. Fuck what you heard. Because I was like, I did some, I forgot, it was a horrible joke, but I wanted to get to the impersonation. It was a terrible setup. And I just went, you see, people, I was like, fuck.
You sound more like him than he do.
It was definitely, I just started it. My joke was garbage. Yeah, what if Cosby did that?
What were you going to say, Affion? What were you going to say, Affion?
I've learned during this pandemic that Godfrey is a genius at voices, impressions, just acting, period. But I do that shit. But to see somebody else that does each one so fucking spot on and distinct, that shit is amazing.
Yeah.
When you ask him the question, is that one you do regularly, as if that's the one that he does the best? No, nigga. He gonna hit you with 30 more that sound just like the people.
Dude, facts.
God damn.
You guys did the battle not so long ago, and Godfrey, you did Maya Angelou.
Well, no,
we didn't. We didn't battle.
Freak of nature.
It wasn't a battle. I'm sorry. Yeah, it wasn't a battle. It was just a live.
It was no battle. Hell no.
Yeah.
No,
you did Maya Angelou and
I did James Baldwin. I did James Baldwin.
Yeah, we did James Baldwin talking to my
obscure ass shit. I love
Godfrey, what's your top three though? If you had to do 3 impersonations to save your life.
Listen, I can't even let him answer that shit. I'm telling you, this nigga got 30, maybe 40, 50. He got so many joints that are so spot on.
I would do Pryor, Trump, and Cosby, probably just real quick. Pryor, Trump, and Cosby or some shit. I don't fucking know. I remember my first was Johnny Carson. It was Johnny Carson because I was like, who's doing this white guy? No black comic is doing Johnny Carson. I said, I'll fuck people's head up. So if I did a white audience, I would do Carson and they would loot old white people. I'd be like, wow, I did not know that. Good stuff. They would go, oh my God. They would fuck out because, you got to use your race as a thing too, because people see, look how all different we look. All of us look like different black dudes. And it's so great that's the beautiful thing about stereotypes. In a way, you go the opposite way. The first time I saw Tony Baker, when he did that shit of Danny Glover and played the goddamn music remember? I'm too old for this shit.
The saxophone was everything, man.
I did not expect that. It was like, yeah, that does happen. But I love that because all of us, we're all smart as fuck, man. I love when I see black men and women don't go for the fucking low fruit all the time. All of us are educated motherfuckers. We're all educated. We've been around. I say you guys are smarter than that. And I love when you're not afraid to go, nah, I'm gonna go over here. Just go for the higher fruit, man. Fuck that. Everybody got the low fruit shit. We all got that. Hey, man, sometimes you got to do it. But God damn it, we are smart as fuck. And I love when I see us be more creative. We're more creative than what we think we are.
I want to get Affion's response on his top 3 impersonations, but I know Kevin Tate has a show that he already pushed back 34 minutes. So Tate, I know you got to get out of here. If you want to let people know where they can find you before you get up out of here, thank anybody that donated to the Cash App. Affion, I changed your name to your Cash App too, so if people wanted to bless you real quick, they can throw a little something your way too through the Cash App as well. But Tate, I'm gonna let you go and get up out of here because I know you got to get ready and go, bro.
Peace, kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Tate.
All right, but listen, man. You talking to me right here?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tate.
All right, what's up, yo? I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Make sure y'all follow my YouTube channel, Kevin Tate. Also subscribe to that joint. Kevin Tate is on Instagram. Appreciate all the love to hear. This is dope. The ZWTH show runs every night on Instagram. We 80 days straight, 8:30 every night. We've been going for 80 days straight during the quarantine. Come fuck with us. It's dope. Shout out to all my dogs, Tony Baker, Affion Crockett, Hey, shout out to everybody here. B. Lou, I see you over there, man. I appreciate you here. It's dope, Godfrey. It's good seeing you, my dog.
Man, same to you, man. Word up. See you again.
Patrick Cloud, be good. Y'all be great.
All right, man.
That's love.
He's great at sign outs. Fantastic sign out.
He's from Detroit, where they say Diddy.
That was the mix.
Affion, your top three favorite or most iconic impersonations that you would say?
Jay-Z is the most requested. I don't really have favorites, but Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, Chris Rock.
His Chris Rock and his oh my God.
But Maya Angelou has fastly become people's favorites. Like I heard
the Maya Angelou, but I've never heard your Chris Rock, man.
So the Chris Rock, hands down.
Yeah, Chris Rock with
those weird hands, and Affion was like,
no one can fuck with Chris Rock. Affion's Chris Rock.
Affion, can we please hear, bro? Can we please hear?
Come on, man. Fuck out of here, man. Okay? Fuck out of here, man. Oh, man. Hard, man. It's hard. It's hard being out here, man. Fucking hard, man. Be a comedian. Being a comedian. Okay? Especially being a black comic, man. Fuck out of here, man. You can't be a fuck black comedian in the back. You can't be a fuck black comedian. Fuck out of here.
That is crazy.
Hey, fuck out of here, man.
Y'all sound more like them than them. That's what I don't understand. You guys sound more like them than they do.
Oh my God, his hands and the
hands, dog.
Honestly, when he performs it on stage, man. Oh,
yo, that motherfucker is so good that I was actually practicing my Chris Rock through him. His shit is so good. Like it was unreal. I said, how the fuck aren't you doing that? Because everybody else was doing their Chris Rock. I said, oh no. That motherfucking Affion. Ooh. God damn.
And by the impersonations too, man, like you have to have the proper setup to go into it, because you can't just go on stage and start doing it. So I'm always impressed when people have stuff like that, and because like that's a guaranteed big joker. Like as a space reference, you know at the end of the day, if you want to hit the crowd with an encore, you can literally come out and do 20 minutes of impersonations and have an amazing encore.
I've seen people set up and you got to make sure you because the first time no one knew me for impersonation until really this COVID shit. That's honest truth.
I honestly did not know you did impersonation.
I didn't either. I didn't know he did all them fucking impressions.
My manager at the time, David, very smart man, said, I know you can do different voices, but don't make that your main shit. Work on your act, and then later on use it as a topic. Don't, because a lot of impersonators they use it as a crutch and their material suffers. So I said, so I left it. I said, fuck that. I know I can do it. So now when I interweave it with shit, it's cool. It's not corny. Because there's some impersonation, you do impersonation and that shit don't go. You bombing in another voice. That shit is
there's so much commitment.
If that's your strongest thing, and it bombs, you up on stage for a long ass time.
And here's the thing, I can't do like human impersonations. I do like cartoon characters, like I do Scooby-Doo and Donald Duck. There's no way to segue into a Donald Duck joke and be like it's no way to do that organically.
Do it again.
Every chance you get.
Do it again.
Tahir. The fact that you tried to do it now stinks.
Every chance you get. Every chance you get.
Why, bro? Why?
I don't know. I learned it as a kid. Like I've literally been doing Donald Duck upon request since I was like 11 years old.
So do it again.
There was not one request for that shit tonight, though. Not one.
Do your dumb Scooby-Doo. I want to hear it. Oh, God.
Okay, wait.
He was quick with it, man. He was like, I just marvel at how, y'all do. all I got is like Donald Duck, and it's hard to just be.
You don't even have to bring up Donald Duck. You can mention Mickey Mouse or Goofy, and he'd be like, the crazy thing about Mickey is he's friends with Donald. I do a pretty good Donald, you know?
Bugs Bunny is one of my favorites.
No, nigga, Minnie Mouse. Nigga. I got a killer Minnie Mouse, but I just don't.
When you talk about being black in America, you got to look no further than Daffy Duck. Because Daffy Duck was the original black in America. You know,
listen, Buster, I'm black and I'm proud of it, Buster.
You actually do
I want to hear the Scooby-Doo. Do the Scooby-Doo.
I'll do mine, and I'll let you segue into your horrible transition. Ready to hear? Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'll go. Shaggy, Zoinks, Wow Scoop. Zoinks,
okay, cool.
like Wow Scoop. It looks like it's a ghost. Go ahead. Was Scooby-Doo a horse? Was that a horse?
I didn't get to warm up. Hold on, wait. I didn't get to warm up.
Wait. That nigga killed you on your impersonation. Shaggy was better.
Yo, you been doing it since you was 11, and you talk about you didn't warm up. Fuck out of here.
And I've been doing the Daffy Duck since I was.
Do the duck. Do your best one, nigga.
All right, here we go. Daffy Duck having a real conversation. Like that's all I got.
Donald Duck. Donald Duck.
I can do Donald Duck. Didn't I say Donald or did I say Daffy?
I said Daffy. You said
I said Donald originally.
Yeah.
But I can do Donald. I can't do Daffy.
That Donald is Chris though.
Yeah, it's Chris.
But can you speak? Can you say words?
I can't, man. I've tried to do it. I
don't do Donald really.
You gotta speak like with that. I can't do it either.
I speak in Donald's native tongue. Okay, I speak in his native tongue.
You speak
okay.
What was Tahir? What was your life? How were you doing Donald Duck impersonations and getting shot at?
Yo, B. Lewis is fucking with.
This is Jaws. This is nigga Jaws that's making the noise. I thought it was his mouth.
It comes from the air. It comes from the air and the tongue.
Why did you shake your face like that? That was crazy.
When Donald gets aggravated, he be like that's what he would do. When he got aggravated.
That's good.
That's a solid pin.
What are you doing with your mouth? I don't even get it. I don't even know how to try it.
You press your tongue against your teeth and the air.
Don't teach it. Don't.
My bad. You supposed to tell me that, big bro. You supposed to tell me that because I don't give away the secret.
This the part of the show when Tahir drinks kick in. This nigga start doing goofy shit. Nigga talking about I got a cold ass Donald Duck. Like nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. You hear me?
This nigga said my most requested ones were Donald. I still can't get over it. My most requested ones were Donald Duck.
They requested.
I said I only do it upon request. That's it.
But you didn't do it this time upon request.
Which one?
You set yourself up.
Which one? Okay, hold on. Wait, here we go. Scooby-Doo, here we go. Like that's it gets better.
That's
what try to warm it up. First of all, I don't have a show. I didn't have a show like Affion.
There's an R. Everything's an R. Raggy. Yeah, it's like Raggy. It's all R.
That nigga's
and then you can go from there to Astro from the Jetsons. Right, Rorge. Same shit. Same dude.
Damn.
You're a professional. Godfrey, you're a professional at this shit. You and Affion on a different level. I don't even want to play in that. My shit is just literally for conversation starters. That's it. You guys get paid for this shit. That's what y'all do for a living.
Yeah. Go eat the salad.
Hey, yo, B-Lou. I want to shout out B-Lou, man, because B-Lou, I wasn't doing impressions a lot on stage. B-Lou was like, nigga, you bring some of that shit out. So I was just focusing on my material.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, because he don't do that shit. That nigga don't like doing that shit.
Yeah, I don't.
That nigga don't like doing that shit.
Because once, and I know Affion, it's about like inserting it when you need to, and then you don't feel so weird about that shit. Exactly. If you do it all the time, it's cornball. Like, because people in the middle of my act, after that Steve Harvey shit, I'll be on this middle stage, be like, man, do that Steve Harvey shit, boy.
Like, oh yeah, they always yell out.
They always yell out for this nigga.
They
nigga,
always yell out.
Nigga, we be out in public, they be like, do Jay-Z, nigga. Like, nigga, just, nigga, we just be walking and nigga just shut out, nigga. Hey, nigga, do Jay-Z, nigga. You ain't Affion, nigga, you Jay-Z, nigga, do it.
Should be half annoying. B. Lou is like my young coach on the road. He be, you know how it goes when you work with somebody all the time. They know you know where you trying to go with it, and so he's always throwing me those assists. And,
but you definitely.
But this the funny part, like when we, you know, like as a comedian, you know, for headliners, y'all got to go do the radio and the news. So the white people would be like, talking about like, yeah, so make sure you guys check out Affion Crockett, 2 shows tonight, 2 shows Saturday, and also who's going to be in attendance, Affion. Is Jay-Z going to be there? They just throwing it on that nigga. They just be throwing it on the nigga.
The worst is when they do, they go, you do a fantastic Steve Harvey. Can you just do it in once? Just give us a nice little tiny little.
What does Steve Harvey have to say about racism? Right now?
What if Steve Harvey does the weather? Can you show us a little sprinkle of Steve Harvey?
Listen, man.
This was fun.
We had a great show, man. I said 9:16, went a couple minutes over. I want to thank all my guests, man. Thank y'all for so much for coming on and kicking it with the homies on another episode of Zooming with the Homies. This is the time where you guys can thank anybody if they donated anything. If you got any projects coming up, you can go ahead and talk about the projects. And you can also drop all your handles where they can find you on all the platforms of social media and YouTube. So, Patrick, why don't you kick it off, bro?
Hey, I am Patrick Cloud on all platforms. Follow me on Twitch and everything else. Damn, I told you I wasn't good at signing off. That nigga Kevin Tate signed off like a mixtape rapper. Bye. Bye, guys. I'm Patrick. Bye.
B. Lou, why don't you go ahead and hit us with it, bro?
My Instagram is whoisbrandonlewis. I got a Twitch. I'm a sports gamer, bro. I don't really do.
Hey man, there's an audience for that.
It is. And y'all, hey, I forgot y'all two. All three of y'all niggas on Twitch. Hey, I got a Twitch. My Twitch is whoisbrandonlewis. I kick ass in Madden and in 2K. So if you play Madden, play 2K, holla at your boy Whoisbrandonlewis. Instagram Whoisbrandonlewis. I got a weekly show on YouTube, all dev, called Roast This Live. So check it out.
Nice.
Tony Baker.
Yes, you can find me at Tony Baker Comedy on everything. Tony Baker Comedy on Twitch. I'll be on tonight. Right after this, I'll probably be playing Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, y'all. I appreciate everything about y'all. Everything. I love y'all passionately. And thank you for the cash apps and you gentlemen in here. I love y'all, man. I appreciate what y'all do and what y'all bring to the world, and I'm honored to be among your colleagues out here in this dirty game. All right.
I just want to point out that Tony Baker did not want to come on the show. He was like, man, y'all don't need me, man. Fuck all that. I'm like, Tony, man, we want you on the show, bro. Like, just pull up, bro. I had to damn near beg Tony to come on the show.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop saying my name, man.
Tony different. Tony different, man.
Tony brand new with a lot of stuff, bro. Like,
I said you don't need me for this lineup, man. And he was like, because the more people that come in, I'll fade out. I was like, that's a good lineup. I was just gonna fade. I was gonna tip out the back. Like, nah, get in here. I came in, no resistance.
All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm tired of you making me look bad out here.
I ain't making you look shit, man. You an old ass, cranky ass man.
I'm cranky because I haven't been on stage in 102 days.
Damn, counting that shit, son.
Oh,
Day.
Hold on. Hey, quick. So on Twitch, in order to follow somebody, you gotta pay?
No, you don't.
No.
Subscribe. There are levels of subscription. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Affion, and then we go to Godfrey, and then we'll close out.
Yeah, at Affion Crockett on everything, IG, Twitch. I'll be on Twitch tonight, 10 o'clock. Club Body Roll. It's a whole vibe. It's mostly ladies, so fellas, you know, if you're coming in, you better be single and shooting your shot. It be ladies.
Club Body Roll is a hilarious name for a club.
Nigga, of course it is. Of course it is, nigga. Club Body Roll is my shit. But I play some of the dopest slow music that you haven't heard in a while or haven't heard, because niggas don't be digging through albums anymore.
We need to bring that back. Slow jam.
Right. Appreciate everybody on the hitting me up on the Cash App. My new comedy special dropping soon. Mirror to Society. So that's it. Appreciate y'all, man. And once again, man, I salute all of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud to be, you know, the old man that's still in the club with y'all niggas. Y'all still invite me to the party. I appreciate it,
man. It's an honor to have you here, bro. I appreciate it. You and Godfrey. Godfrey, you want to go ahead and go next?
Yeah, man. First of all, Godfrey Comedian, I appreciate you all like throwing in whatever you can throw in on the Cash App. I really do appreciate the fans doing that for us, because knowing, you know, the flow, the money flow, and there's some gigs coming back, but we do appreciate that. One thing about the Cash App thing, you know, sometimes you'll get people smart ass go, why you got a Cash App? I said, first of all, you paid to watch us talk anyway. So we be on this shit on longer hours. We go up 45 an hour. We go say good night. We work for our money. We don't beg nobody. You put it in, you put it in. Not fuck your comments. You either do it or you don't. Nobody's forcing you to do shit. Everybody in this bitch is talented. They work very, very hard. And we're here to serve you, to get you through all this bullshit. So we appreciate your donation, God damn it. Anyway.
That was fire.
Godfrey Comedian on Venmo, Godfrey Comedian at gmail.com on the fucking, what's that, the PayPal shit. But Godfrey Comedian on Twitter. I've been back on my Twitter. I kind of left that alone. Godfrey Comedian on my Twitter. And also, you know, I don't know if you heard of the Tournament of Laughs on TBS. It's Tournament of Laughs. They got us in this comedy contest, which I cannot stand comedy contests, so they tricked us into it. So we doing comedy it's 32 comics. They got it like a bracket, like March Madness and shit. So vote for me Sunday.
That's the TBS thing, right? That's on TBS?
TBS, right. Tournament of Laughs. We're doing, you know, we do little quirky ass shit at home. Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, you know, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Vote for me. I got to tell people to vote for me. TBS, Tournament of Laughs. Go on tournamentoflaughs.com and just fucking vote for me, whoever's funny in that shit. And my Instagram is Comedian Godfrey. So I reverse it, Comedian Godfrey on Instagram. You'll see me on live, as I always am. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you to hear. This was fun as fuck. Like, this was dope that you're getting all these brothers and sisters together. We need that kind of thing, man. You're a good dude, bro. Nice meeting you, for real. I'm fucking with all of y'all, straight up.
Thank you, man.
You know,
I appreciate
it. We all of this shit, we all need to, fuck that. When this shit is over, we all need to build and support, and let's get down, man. Let's fuck this, man. We started
Tahir been a star for a minute, though. He was a breakout star.
Man, dog, Tahir
been a breakout star. He was in
shit, man.
He was Wilbur in Charlotte's Web.
I knew it was.
I will redeem myself, nigga.
That was redemption.
I knew it was nothing sincere coming at all.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming. I knew it was coming.
Web. Nice.
But listen, man, I want to thank all my guests for coming out. Tony Baker, Kevin Tate, Brandon Lewis, Godfrey, Affion Crockett, Patrick Cloud, man. Thank you guys so much for coming out, man. I definitely appreciate that. If you guys are still here, we still got 3,600 people. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not already. We got Word in His Heart every Wednesday. Affion, if you're ever free, you want to get down, please let me know, man. I would love to have you on the show. It's a show where I just get my friends on and we literally just say 5 words, try to pronounce 5 words correctly It's a lot of fun. Tony Baker has done it. Brandon Lewis has done it. Patrick Cloud has done it. It's a fucking amazing thing. Wording is hard. It's every Wednesday, and then every Friday we do the best silent listening party. That's me, Tony Baker, and Joshy Guns. We find an album, and we all listen to it on our own, and then we review each track, give it a rating, and then the overall album we give a rating as well. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to find out new artists because we don't only do mainstream artists. We do a lot of underground artists as well. And then we do Zooming with the Homies Monday through Thursday every week until the quarantine is over, man. We're going to just keep this rocking. Tons of content out here, you guys. Tons of comedians that you guys may or may not have known about. Please support them and follow them. Check out all the endeavors because we definitely appreciate it. Affion, you didn't give your Twitch because people were just texting that. I mean, putting that in the.
I did, but motherfuckers don't be listening. It's twitch.tv/Affion Crockett. All one word. Same as my my ID, my Cash App is all Affion Crockett. Same as you see on my name right here on the cash tag. It's Affion Crockett. Twitch.tv/Affion Crockett.
I forgot to mention my podcast, In Godfrey We Trust, on the Gas Digital Network. Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. In Godfrey We Trust, promo code Godfrey. Subscribe with promo code Godfrey. You can go on YouTube and see some episodes. Godfrey Comedy on the YouTube, and my personal YouTube channel, Godfrey Shy, short for Chicago. There it is. God damn, there's so many things you got to pull up.
It is. If you don't have advertisement on your podcast already, hit me up. I got a company for you that might be able to help out a little bit with that. So
okay, bet. I got you. You got 314. You from
yep,
right?
That's me.
Bet.
That's me. Lou 314.
From the Lou, baby, the Lou.
Hey, one more. Plug in your family company. Your family company. Plug in. Pigs in the blanket.
Too much drum roll.
It was way too long for that one. Okay. Right. It was way too long. Anyway, man, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Before we get out of here, I want to thank really quickly. We have Christopher, Trenton, April, Very, Sincere, Tony, Maya Love, LeBaron, Latasha, Davidson, Wendy, Michael, Imani, Jennifer, Robert, Adrian, MBC Graphics, 912, Adro, Tara, Crystal, Race, Ricky, Cashmere, Sarah, Ava, and Janine again. Thank you so much, and BT too as well. Thank you guys so much for the contributions. We definitely appreciate that. Affion has a night going on his club, Body Roll, on Twitch. Make sure you check that out. And as well as my boy BT Kingsley, he has
in 30 minutes.
Yeah, BT Kingsley has a night as well.
I got another pig joke. I got another pig joke. No, just fucking with you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Y'all be easy until next week. Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
All right.